We are live, guys. Welcome to the epic stream where we are going over how many minifigures does it say in the title? 29 or something crazy? Yeah, 29 new custom minifigures just dropped, guys. What the actual heck? How did this happen? How is it all in one day? And most of the figures, well, at least a lot of the figures are already sold out, guys. So you better act quick if you want to buy some on time. Let's talk about it, guys. To talk about this whole spiel, we have some guests. But before we get to the guests, of course, we've got to see who's in the chat, guys. Okay, this is tradition on the Mike and Ike channel and on the podcast I do with Will. But dude, welcome. We've got Lego fan, Hayes, Cross Airborne, Reaper, Hayes again. I don't know why I clicked him again. But welcome Reaper. Who else? We've got PTC, who's also going to be a guest on this stream, guys. Who is hyped? Who is hyped in the chat? We've got Crimson, welcome, and Martin, and Echo, welcome. Or Lewis, I guess. Welcome to this stream. I haven't called you Echo in a while. But guys, today is very last minute stream because I barely had any time to prep. But so if we mess up, if we fumble, it's okay. As long as the info gets out there. Because we just got to do this stream like now. Because if I were to do this a week from now, everything would probably be sold out. Except for GCC stuff, probably. But yeah, let's get started by introducing our guests for today. All right. First guest, we have PTC. Welcome. This is one of the guys dropping minifigures. What minifigures do you have that have already kind of launched today?
We got our version B of our Padme, which was a huge hit when we first released in June. Chancellor Valorum, never been seen before. Spider-Man Rivals, never been seen in Pad before. So, got some good stuff.
Dude, super hype. We're going to go over his minifigures last, guys. That's right, last, because we're saving the best for last. Totally not biased because he's here. Okay, guys? All right? But yeah, these are really, like, his minifigures are just, like, I feel like super underrated right now. So a lot of you guys might not know about them. That is one of many reasons why we're showing them today. And another guest that we have on the stream is the guy who knows more about custom minifigures than me, Gio. Welcome, Gio.
Let's go.
Yes. So let's get started with the drops. All right, guys. So to give a little teaser, I guess, here's the tier list that we have going on right here. But in order to actually properly rank these minifigures, we need to know what minifigures are we actually rating? Like, what is this tiny one right here? Here's the answer. Okay, well, let's start with Rise Customs, guys. Okay, so Rise had a new wave drop today, and it looks like a couple already sold out. Actually, a lot already sold out. So I guess we could start from going from top to bottom, right, guys? So we have Mon Mothma right here, and I gotta actually do a close-up of like all of these, because guys, all of these customs that we're going over are pad printed, so they're gonna just, you're gonna want a close-up of all of these, to be honest. Well, except for some of the maybe like accessories and stuff, but I mean the full-on minifigs, it's like, oh my goodness, these are so cool. But yeah, Gio, any opinion on this? Because I feel like you will probably have a stronger opinion than me.
Look at like the torso. You see like the blue, the blueprint. That is like a metallic blue. If you didn't know.
Wait a minute, I have the figure right here. Actually,
it is, and then you got the metallic like strings.
Oh my gosh, I did not I did not even realize that, because I just like literally took a picture of the minifig. Like I had to take pictures like right away, so I didn't really take a very close look at it right away. There we go. Now you can see the metallic, like Gio's saying. Yeah, that's sick. Yeah.
And then the legs too are a fake dual mold.
Yes, of course. Here, let's show the other photo. There we go. Which looks really good.
Yes.
So PTC, you've done this on minifigs before, particularly with your Padme minifig, right?
Yep.
So as you can see, hold up, as you can't see. Now as you can see. Same thing here. I will say, on your Padme minifig, I think you're a little more consistent with like the quality, because on the Rise figures, let's see if I can capture it a little bit on camera. I think maybe Mon Mothma has it. There was actually, hold up. This is one that was really inconsistent. We've got this guy, Ice Cream Man. All right.
Man.
So in the back, you can kind of see it kind of missed the print a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of noticeable.
Just isn't all the way there. Sometimes that happens. I feel like it's probably a really difficult process to do. I'm guessing, right?
It most certainly is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, somehow PTC, you have a perfect 100% track record. I don't know how, but I think Rise is probably has a lot of minifigures that he's producing, so I'd assume that's probably why.
Right. Yeah, because his waves are like 6 figures and that kind of stuff. So we may have like some smaller waves, a little bit maybe less frequent, but I feel like, and of course, no shade at all. I mean, we just have some additional things that come with it. So we have like the accessories and whatever else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's kind of like pick your choice. Do you want to like spend a lot of time on one minifigure, or do you want to drop a whole wave and look more fleshed out, but maybe sometimes you'll have to compromise a little bit on quality? I will say most people won't really notice if there's problems with these bottom parts of the legs. I mean, you're not typically looking at the back of the inside of the legs of a minifigure, to be honest. Yeah. But that is just something I've noticed, in case you guys, are curious about that. But honestly, this minifigure to me just looks like absolutely gorgeous. Like I really like it. As well as Bail Organa. Let's see if we can pull him up too.
Basil, oregano.
Actually, I guess we're going a little bit out of order. But I mean, this is another good one. And PTC, you have also made Bail, correct?
I have. This one is with Brick Daddy. The one I did was with High Ground.
Mm-hmm.
So
definitely different design tastes here, right?
Right. So, which before Rice had announced this one, I was like, yeah, like I would try my hand at it. But I mean, yeah, when Brick Daddy Rice had announced this one, I'm gonna get that one. But yeah. So I mean, it looks very good.
Yeah, it's definitely good figure, and both of your minifigures I feel like are for, it's like the same kind of group of people will be attracted to each minifigure, but it'll definitely be very subjective with a lot of the differences with the minifigures. It's kind of like a lot of it comes down to design choices. Let me actually see if I can pull up yours real quick. I'm gonna try to go on Instagram and get one of yours pulled up.
Just go on his website. It's there.
Oh, on your website? Are you still? Let's see.
It's still there on all products.
Printer, toner, customs. Let me get that pulled up real quick. Here we go. Here's his website, guys. Then we just go all products, I guess. Oh, here we go. Yes. Oh, yours comes with the cape too.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely a different looking minifig.
Mm-hmm.
So it really depends on what the audience thinks looks better, and it's honestly just really subjective. So I'll let you guys kind of in the chat develop your own opinion, but both minifigures are really solid, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think the next one, we should go to the next one.
Why can't, if you want, because I've got that Bail Organa. If you want, and I've got another cape, I can go grab him in a cape real quick to kind of see what it would look like with a cape, if we're interested.
Ooh. Yeah,
yes.
Might as well.
All right, let me go grab that real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna show Thrawn while you're doing that. We can kind of jump between topics here. But yeah, TPC, welcome. He says, saying what's up, about to go to work, but hi, like a Geo and PTC. Oh my gosh, dude.
PTC the GOAT.
TPC, I relate hardcore. I like just left work right before this stream, so I'm like I barely got to the stream on time, guys.
Oh yeah, ask some comments on this fig.
Wait, say it again, Gio.
So look at the eyes. Do you notice anything in particular? Maybe under the eyes?
Are you talking his eye bags?
Yes. Now look at the Lego one.
I have Lego one right here.
Well, no, the Rebels one, because that one's
Oh,
different.
the Rebels one. Oh, okay.
Yes, because it's
I'd have to
the
search
Lego
that
one's
up.
Rebels, and this one is Rebels. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, actually, PTC. Now that you're here, and you have that to show, yeah, go ahead and show Bale with the cape while we're looking that up.
All right.
There we go.
Drippy
That
as
looks
hell.
solid. Yeah, I think it looks a little better with the
I
cape.
kind of like it actually. I hadn't
Yeah.
considered it before until you brought up the cape just now. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it kind of complements the figure a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't really imagine Bale like without a cape in his like Senate
Yeah.
attire kind of stuff, minus like a couple scenes from other whatever. I may display him like that. I don't know.
Yeah, Gio, I pulled up the image of Thrawn. There we go. I can't really
so
zoom in
look at
because I
the
don't
eye
have like my
bags.
laptop anymore, but he
Yeah.
does have like the same kind of eye bags actually.
But what color are they?
They're the same color.
Nope,
What?
they're gold.
Different. They're gold?
So yeah, so that's wrong on the Lego one, if you didn't notice already, and also the torso people know. Of course, the rank is wrong. So it's fixed, it's cheaper, and two, the hair quality is very good. You get hip print, all of that.
Mm-hmm. Dang. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I mainly noticed the hair, and then I also noticed like the printing on the hips as well.
Hips, yeah.
That's another thing that I feel like I'm more of a casual in the space where I won't notice some of the super small details, but I'll kind of notice, oh, the Lego one doesn't have this, or the Lego one has black hair. Lazy Lego, what the heck? And then this one has it has, what would you call it? I don't know, just navy blue or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, overall, just looks like an improved minifig. So if you are willing to spend the extra money to get a good looking Thrawn, because I mean, to be honest, this, I don't know what it is about this one, but it just
Okay, I've something to comment about that too. So if you look at the torso, like they made him a little like big, like those two lines to represent
the line's right there, right
yeah,
here, guys. See
yeah, right there, the
this?
curves, like they don't look good on him. He got a little bit of weight on him.
Yeah, I remember when Will first pointed that out. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah. Also, the rank badge is huge. If you didn't realize already.
Yes. Let me actually compare both of them together because yeah, it is oversized on the Lego one. If you look at
because on the Lego one it only has one pen, but on the Rise one it has two pens. So they had to shrink the rank badge so it could fit two pens.
So this one is Rise, this one is Lego. And
yeah, the little like
a lot smaller on Rise. I like that.
Yeah, and to like the little gold on the side, Lego doesn't do that. They just use like a regular color.
Oh yeah.
You mean for what?
Wait. Oh, are you
for like the top part?
The shoulder things.
Those are gold on both.
On the Rebels one, it was gold.
Yeah, but like on the Lego one, it's less noticeable.
Both of them are gold, actually.
Oh.
Like it's not shiny gold, which is the thing.
The print is also a little more thick, I guess, on the Rise one. I kind of like it. Like it's I won't say bold because bold would mean the lines are thicker, but or the lines are like wider and stuff. But the printing just in person looks a little better, in my opinion.
I
don't know
agree.
what it is.
Yeah.
And then here's the back as well. And I'm gonna show some photos on Instagram as well. Whenever I get to posting those. I'm currently working on those right now, but yeah, this is looking like the better minifigure right here. It is more pricey, I will say. Like at this time when Thrawn is still on shelves, it is a hard sell for a typical purist, right? But I think it just objectively looks better, in my opinion. It's like, I don't know. Or I said objectively looks better, technically subjectively, but I think majority of people would agree with me on that. I don't know. Rex, welcome to this stream, man. Shall we go to the next one? What's the next one? Okay, I actually don't think you guys canon name. I just
Eli Vanto.
Okay, so wait, you said Eli Vanto?
Yeah, he's from the Thrawn novels.
Okay, yeah. So I did not pick this one up because I am like mainstream guy, mainstream Star Wars guy. So I didn't really recognize this guy at first, and I'm like, I probably won't be able to use him in videos, and I don't have as much interest in this minifig, but it looks really solid. I mean, just kind of like all the other Rise officers, you can just see the torso just overall looks better than one that Lego would do because it has the hip printing. The design is a little more streamlined, you know, and things have proper scaling, like the badge, for example. I think it looks, you know, better than what Lego would do.
Yeah, I'll say with the badge though, because he's got a different rank on the badge than he has like in 98% of the first book. He was always like ensign, you know, in the first book.
Oh.
So it was that I felt like, you know, for most of his appearances with that rank, because I mean the first book is, I mean, that's the one that everyone's going to read the first book. Maybe not everyone reads the third book or second book or whatever. That I feel like really should have went with that other rank, or at least included it. Or that's where maybe I would have maybe included that as like an accessory, like, oh, you can swap kind of thing. I love how, yeah, definitely like the print goes down to the hips. I think that's the thing that Rice is doing with each of his Imperial officers, which I really like, because you've got, I mean, just for example, and of course, no shade anywhere. Like Customs Thrawn, like he's got like the hip printing, but then and that was with Melnick, and then other Imperial officers, like regular ones, maybe don't have that hip printing, and it's why do some have it, some not have it. So I kind of like the consistency of all having it. I think that's a really cool thing. And of course,
it is nice to have consistency.
No
and style.
shade on anyone, of course.
Yeah, all of this is like, you know,
strictly civil, strictly from a consumer standpoint.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree with that. It's kind of you if you're a consumer, you're gonna want to see more consistency in style. So it's nice to have that consistency with these minifigs. Like you buy Thrawn, and he looks like the same style as this guy too, as Eli. So I think that's a, you know, it's overall good figure that goes with the wave. Just personally, I didn't really know. I don't know the guy personally, so for that reason, no. But yeah,
for that reason, like I'm out.
Yeah, but yeah, I kind of also agree with your point of it's kind of like calling Captain Rex Commander Rex. Everyone knows him as Captain Rex, right? If someone is like looks a certain way or has a certain title for like the majority of a series, you should probably go with the one that was longest. I guess it kind of makes sense artistically if you want to say, oh, this was when he was at his peak or something. I don't know.
Right, because he gets promoted at the end of the book, but I mean throughout the entire first book is this. Because, I mean, Thrawn is consistently getting promoted, whereas he is stuck at this you know, like Ensign like rank, and I mean it could have been a different rank, but it was like pretty much Ensign. Where I mean, and that was the thing that he was challenging himself with, was why am I stuck here? I'm doing good work. I'm following Thrawn. Why am I not getting promoted?
Mm-hmm.
So that was a big challenge that he had to struggle with internally about it all. So I feel like it was a prevalent part of the book. So I don't know.
Yep, completely makes sense. Very, very valid, I feel like. Next up, we've got Director Krennic, which, if you look up on Bricklink, I think, doesn't he go for something crazy, $50 at least?
This version is different from the Lego Krennic.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're a Lego purist, you want to buy this minifig, this is a cheaper option.
Right. Was this just released?
Say it again?
Was this Krennic just released? I could have sworn this had been out.
Yeah, it's been out a while ago, but it's a restock.
Just a restock. Oh, okay.
Yeah, updated.
Yeah, this is the first time I've gotten him. I got him with the rest of the wave, and well, before, didn't his previous version look a little weird? Roblox face, Gio?
The Roblox Krennic, yes. We know this. Roblox Krennic.
Let me see if I can find, just like,
it'd be
all products.
All products, minifigs, or whatever.
Right there.
You just had him.
No,
Wait.
you saw it right there.
Wait, up here. Okay.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah. Honestly, I kind of want to buy this now after Gio just said it's a Roblox.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
right here.
It's the Wave 1 figure. Everybody's got their Wave 1 figure. You know, It's all big learning curve. All big. Okay, this is the process. I mean, I would completely redo my Wave 1, and I'd completely redo it. So
yeah. I mean, this one looks a lot different than the current one that we see. Like, look at the difference, guys. Okay, Wave 1, what wave is it? Wave 6?
Wave like 6, part 2.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Also, too, the design is from a different person. So the Roblox one, I presume, was Rise, and the other one is Brick Daddy.
Was this one Brick Daddy?
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, Brick Daddy did a great job with this. I mean, look at the torso; just looks so much better. Even aside from the face, if the face did not change from figure to figure, let's say the face always looked kind of similar to this, even just the torso just looks so much better. Like,
yo, Gio, I think there's some feedback coming back or something. Someone's talking about.
Hold up. Yeah.
Wait, what was he talking about?
Someone in the chat was talking about like some feedback. All good.
Oh, yeah. Gio, I think I hear a little bit of feedback from your mic. A little bit when we're talking, it might be a little bit echo. But yeah, muting it will be fine. Yeah, if you unmute when you're talking.
Yeah, so Gio, just stay like this. This is perfect. Stay like this for the rest of the stream.
Is it good?
Don't talk. I mean, it's I'm kidding. Yeah, but I think it's a solid minifig. Very great improvement. Yeah, definitely. Oh my goodness. This is another good one. This is Cal Kestis, but dark side version. This one, I have not played Fallen Order, but I assume this is not from the game. This is just concept. Or does he actually turn to the dark side?
No, so in Fallen Order, he has like a little vision thing where he sees himself as like an inquisitor kind of thing. So that's just what that is.
Okay, so it's expanding on the vision.
Right. One thing I do like though, on the legs with the black printing on it, I like how it shows it on the front as well. Because I know with I mean, of course, no shade at all coming from consumer standpoint. OBT had released some Inquisitor legs, and it was just on the sides, so it's just kind of dark gray on the front. So I do like how this kind of black part is wrapped around to the front. I do like that a lot.
Yeah. So you're talking about this part wrapping all
yes,
the way to the front.
Exactly.
More dynamic, right?
Right. So I really do like that a lot.
Yeah, it looks a lot better when you kind of have the continuity going throughout the figure, going from plane to plane, you know, like by gosh dang it, I'm using such big words. By plane to plane, I mean like from the side to the front, you know?
Right. And even I just got like the Spider-Man CMF that just I mean, just this last weekend, and I think it was the cowboy figure or like the cyborg one. I don't know. It was one of them where I was looking at the leg wrapping, and I mean, it was completely off. You know, so I'm like, what the heck? I could have done better than this. You know, but yeah, leg wrapping could be quite difficult because you're having to align it with so many different parts of it and everything.
Yeah, guys, because remember, PTC actually makes his own pad printed minifigures, so he knows the process and he knows how difficult it is. So whatever he says, just assume he knows more than you, because I assume most of you guys haven't made pad printed minifigs just like me. Yeah, overall solid minifig as well. So that was Cal Kestis, Dark Side version. This Cassim minifig, is this kind of like a revamped version of like the?
I think there's only one left.
Oh, only one. Wait.
Get it now, Micah. Get it now.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Get it now. Right now, everybody.
Guys. Add to cart. Add to cart. Okay. But yeah, guys, I think this kind of reminds me of the one made a while back. Where did I have that one?
Right. I forget. Was that Mayday or was that Orbital?
I think it was,
because I know Orbital later came out with
might have
one
been marketing it
as well.
Maybe
it was just the Brickworld exclusive thing, which I was there at Brickworld Chicago that day, and he had said, "Oh yeah, did you want one?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't think I need it." And I asked him on a Sun Fact too. I just wanted Aura, and he's, "Oh, you want a Sun Fact?" Nah, I don't think I need it. So I ended up paying 5 times retail, whatever, later on.
Oh, but gosh, man!
I know.
I will say this minifig is probably it was the cheapest, maybe best value minifig, but also the least significant in my opinion, because you can make a purist custom of this and it won't look too shabby.
Right.
I mean, maybe it would be slightly inaccurate. I don't know, but I thought it looked. Wait, is this a wrinkle right here? What is this?
It appears to be a wrinkle.
Okay, I'm just like, wait, that kind of looks random. I wonder if they just looked at the source material and they're just like, yeah, let's just add that in. It'll look a little weird on the minifig, but
yeah, Rice is Googling Rogue One and/or Imperial back shots to try to find like some pictures of his back to look at like the wrinkles.
Okay.
Everyone Google that right now. And/or back shots. Let's see if we can't find
no, don't look. Don't type that into Google, guys. No. But it looks like he does have. So Hayes was also. So he was kind of like, it was his take on it.
Yeah, because I think he said he was making every Imperial. So I mean, everyone's making an Imperial at this point. So I mean, it's everyone will eventually, there will be overlap.
Mm-hmm.
So between Melnick, Orbital, which Melnick works with, and Rais and stuff. So
it actually looks like he has so this same part of the back, I think they have a wrinkle on there as well. So maybe it's just a canon wrinkle, guys. Fun fact.
There's already a Wikipedia page about it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna start like a whole thing about the Cassian wrinkle. What the heck? Anyway, next one is, what is this guy's real name? He's like main
Partagaz.
Wait, say it again.
Partagaz.
Partagaz? Yeah. Okay. Is he a major? Major part?
He may be. I don't know. When I was watching Andor, I wasn't necessarily trying to remember the ranks of everybody.
Major. Yes. Okay.
Leo. Yeah.
Major Leo Partagaz. Okay. So collectively together, we know this character. Oh gosh. But yeah, Partagaz looks like pretty accurate as well. I kind of like the hairpiece. The hairpiece is really unique. I guess I should look up Partagaz as well. Hold up, just to compare him.
I don't think there's another hairpiece that would have been better.
Ooh, what piece did you have in mind? I could look it up.
No, I don't think there was one that could have been better.
I think there was.
So I think this is like by far, the best one there is that Lego's got for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't make a new mold for it, and I would have used this.
Yeah, looks pretty good. I mean, there's maybe some other slick backed ones that kind of look similar, but this one encapsulates the hairline, right, guys? The classic, like everyone, in the chat is probably like, yeah, the Mike and Ike hairline, as they like to. Look at this, guys. My hairline matches my hairline, guys. If I had like big ball of hair back here, right, guys? I don't understand why everyone thinks my hairline is bad personally, but but yeah, this is the back of it too. I think it looks pretty accurate. I mean, I don't really have too much to say about it. If I were to say any more, it would be because I have criticism, and I don't really have any. Let's see what else. Ooh, okay. So then we have the Security Bureau Armored Officer as well. So like an ISB Armored Officer. And what I did with this is, do I still have the minifig together? Yes, I do. What I did with this torso is I did this to make it look like I can't remember what the guy's name was, but the guy who got picked up by K2SO and shot by his own men when they were trying to shoot K2SO. At the time, he had a beard, or he had like stubble. Every other part of the show, he was clean shaven. I don't know why, but I looked at the reference material. I'm like, oh, Poe Dameron's head would be perfect. And then I looked at him in other parts of the show, and I'm like, wait, he never looked like that any time else. So he only had stubble at that point. But so Poe Dameron's face only works if you're recreating that scene. I don't know, but looks pretty good in my opinion. It's also, well, this is $12.99. I didn't realize. Is that actually, that's $12.99? Why is it $12.99? Hold up. Wait.
Why? As in like price wise, why is it like not like higher or lower, like kind of thing? Or
yeah, I actually thought it was gonna be lower than $12.99 when I got it.
Yeah.
I thought, so just from a consumer perspective, I'm thinking like maybe $8 max, probably. Does it just have a lot of plates involved with it? Because it does look very intricate with the design.
Right. So, and of course, there's a lot that goes into cost of a figure. One of it is part availability. We are looking at white torso, white arms, black legs. But yeah, with the plates, because it's like for every plate, it's a different color. So if you've got 3 colors, that's 3 plates on that surface. So, I mean, right here, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 plates. I'm seeing there's like a light gray, a black, a metallic silver, a dark gray. So.
Okay.
And then, of course, whatever would be on the back. However, one thing to consider, though, is the white on the black legs on the front.
Oh, yeah.
As well, because typically just one layer of white. We see that a lot with Lego. It looks real pale or something. That's where, like, on the Fox body, that's why he has, like, the pink torso, because they didn't layer up the white enough. So you can still see that through the ink. So, like, with my Spider-Man, which we'll get to later on his black arm, we had to layer the red on like 5 times.
Oh my god,
which was a lot, just to be able to try to get the vibrancy that we were looking for.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, if the white matches the torso, they probably layered that sucker on 3, 4, 5 times just to try to make sure that it's white, not gray, kind of thing. But that's all stuff that's considered.
Okay. Yeah. So definitely a lot more plates than most people would probably realize, which means it's going to be more expensive.
Well,
and then we have to
use the same white and just like do that multiple times. So it's, I mean, however it's arranged, of course, but.
Yeah. Very interesting. Yeah. And then the other ones are also $12.99 as well. So these ones I assume are kind of for the same reasons that they're that expensive. And you can see, actually, I'll show you again with here's the torso. You can see, look at that. Yep, printing is also on the hips. And yeah,
Yep.
so a
That's
lot
the
of
thing I
plates
love
here
with it. Yeah.
that were used. And yeah, I mean, printing on the black, yeah, that's a good point. It's gonna jack up the price more if you want to get the desired tone that you want. And then I guess this one is also pretty similar. The armored, it's just like an armored like Senate Guard torso. And I kind of like this one better than the unarmored. I just got them both just for diversity's sake. But yeah, these are pretty darn solid, and you can just put whatever kind of head you want on the minifig. I think now what a lot of people will want to buy are these pieces right here, which I think Tyne makes some of them, but
Yeah.
there's also a lot of Lego ones out there. But yeah, these like caps that the Imperials wear, a lot of the minifigures that Rise is making, they just need that. So I think a lot of people are going to want those. I don't even check Bricklink, but I assume, you know, I assume it's going to jack up the price of them on Bricklink since so many people will want them now. Gio agrees with me, by the way. He thinks the armored one is more tough. Yeah, I mean, heck yeah. Welcome, Ethan, by the way. You've been here a while. Sorry for not saying hi yet. But that's about it. I mean, I guess, hold up. Gio said, Micah, just get this head and put it on. Yeah, I guess I just didn't get that head. So I had to make do with this one instead, the Poe Dameron head, which is for most of the show inaccurate, but for that one scene, it's more accurate. Ooh, also one more thing is the Mon Mothma speech tile as well. I think is just a super nice inclusion. This should have probably, I personally would have put it with the Mon Mothma minifigure to make her feel more special, but I got this as well. And yeah, the death of truth is the ultimate victory of evil. Such a hard quote, such a true quote. Yeah, that's about it for the Rise drop though. Next up we'll go to GCC. Oh, that's PTC, guys. By the way, if you want Bale, actually he's sold out. You can't buy Bale. He's sold too well. But PTC, you still have how much else in stock still?
I don't know. I'm still getting emails for orders. So
okay, it looks like everything's still in stock except for this.
Not much though. Let's see. Yeah, I think only about 50 left.
Okay, yeah. So for each minifigure, the time is ticking. The clock is ticking, guys. So definitely
only 8 hours, 50 left of like 300. So I'm fine with it.
Okay, dang. Okay, I'm gonna just plug it real quick in the chat. PTC new minifigs. There we go. We'll just put the link in the chat for you guys just in case you want to buy some of them. We haven't gone over them yet, but yeah, we'll go over them last because, you know, PTC is here, guys. We've got to save his figures for last just for anticipation's sake. Right, guys? So GCC is next, and I'm going to be honest, this is refreshing. So GCC for a while just had been doing like so many, okay, the Shin Batty was actually a good figure too. But for a while, they just had kind of gotten stale for a lot of people. They were doing some, like, a lot of remaking the same figure just a little better, you know, or they were doing stuff like this figure where I don't think a lot of people really even knew what it was. So seeing figures like Golden Clone is pretty cool, unless if you're me and you're like, oh, I was kind of making them for Tom the Builder. Now there's a pad printed version that looks just better because it's properly chromed and pad printed. No sale. Well, I'm gonna be making phase 1 though, so it's gonna be fine. Or have been making phase 1. I'm just taking too long. And then we also have
phase 1 stuff.
Wait, say it again.
You're making phase 1 stuff?
Yes. Let me
Really?
see if I can show you.
Yeah, definitely. Let me see that.
Here we go. I also have some finished ones. I just don't have them readily accessible.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So is that all? Yeah. So what's the method of the design? Is it UV decal pad print?
These are all decals. So I bought Jonak
Oh.
Toys decals, and
Okay.
I just spray painted them with just some spray paint that I bought at
And then
Walmart.
decal on top.
Yeah, decal on top.
Okay.
So very DIY. Anyone can do it if they have the patience to learn decaling for 2 years. It'll just take you 2 years to get as good as I am right now. For most people, maybe you're better. Maybe you are just better than me at decaling naturally, and you'll get there in like a year or a few months. That would be crazy, actually. If you do any sort of like model making or like Warhammer, people are just abnormally good at decaling just when they first start because they just have good adjacent skills. So yeah, some people are good at that. But if you want to just buy a pad printed one that is properly chromed, like not just with spray paint, but actually like whatever the chroming process is, where they put it in a place that doesn't have air or something, they blast the chrome stuff in there and whatever the heck, somehow make it dry so there's no air bubbles in it. Yeah, that's the way they made this, I think, evidently. And then Devis as well is also another refreshing minifig. And they're kind of experimenting too with the Assassin Trooper. I don't really know what the reference is there. Do you know what it is?
So I don't know. I feel like from a consumer standpoint, with GCC right now, they're really catching up on their backlog of things because they've been focusing on other things. And I'm seeing them really extend a lot into more fanon type stuff. The Assassin Trooper before this, I mean, I had no idea about that. I mean, maybe there's some diehard, you didn't know him from this 1-3 panel in a comic strip run from 2005. Like, I mean, I don't know. But I know, I mean, Kaminoan from the reference material, I mean, Kaminoan completely knocked it out the park. Same with the Purge Trooper Dogma. But it's just, I mean, the other one is, which, I mean, Purge Trooper Dogma, that is a fanon thing. The Assassin clone, I don't know if it's canon or not. If it is, it's just a very, very talk about glup crapo, you know? So I don't really know, if that's fanon or canon. I think the reference was some type of comic thing. But, and then you have Red Scar Airborne, to, again, my knowledge, that is some type of fanon thing. They had all this stuff maybe from leftover Airborns, and they just decided to do a red scar on him to try to make him cool, which, from my understanding, is not canon. I could be wrong.
I don't believe
I mean, and then you've got Gold Clone Trooper, which is, I mean, it's, again, I mean, not canon. It's just something fun. But it's, and then what, a V3 of Imperial Cody? I feel like they're running out. I feel like they're running dry. They came out with Crosshair, which they said has been on their to-do list for the last like 2 years, and then Shin Batty also on their to-do list for the last 2 years, and we're just now kind of getting to them. I think it's because they're running dry, and they're going to continue running dry because they're just continually restocking all the stuff they've already got. They've just restocked Jesse V3 for like the third time, but it's until they start dipping into new stuff. Their drops are becoming more pass. There's 2 or 3 things. It used to be, oh my gosh, I need 5 things. Now it's, I'll do 2 or 3. Which I feel like the helmet definitely. I'm a little upset about the helmet. I think the light gray should have been the metallic silver they have on like the torso. Because if you look at like the source material, it's the same type of paint job. So I don't know why you're changing it. So. Of course, I don't know what the helmet looks like with the silver, but if you've got the silver for the rest, I would have done silver for the helmet. So
yeah, I didn't realize it wasn't metallic silver. Huh. Yeah. That does look a little strange now that you pointed out. Yeah, I still think I requested the minifig still because it's the best version out there right now currently. But I want GCC to start experimenting. I really was excited when they kind of, I don't know if they officially announced or if Yoshan like leaked it or something. I don't know. But I think Yoshan was in talks of creating a new Phase 1 helmet mold. And I'm like, dude, I would love to see that, because that was at the time when no one was making Phase 1 customs in the community. And I was like, I would love to get my hands on those. I'd love to see some customs in general of Phase 1s. And they just didn't do it. I was like, what? Why not? I would love to see them go back to that. Sure, it's a little late, but there are only what is it? Only Millennium Studio who's doing
Lit Brick Picks. Lit Brick Picks. Check out Port 5.
Oh, he's
website.
Oh,
yeah, Port 5.
He's also doing that.
Or I think he also sold on Tom too. Where he did like a Phase 1, 501st, Phase 1, 41st, a couple like bandolier things too. But I mean, I started purchasing the bulk grunt troopers to swap out for the 501st stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So
it's still kind of untapped though.
Right. And I know that he's making Commander Cody and Rex. He just shipped off parts to his printer. All Phase 1 stuff. It took him, I think, 3 months to refine the Phase 1 helmet to get it perfect, just like Legos. Whereas, of course, No Shade Millennium Studios is not quite proportionally there. Like Legos, it's like you look at it and it's something's a little off, kind of thing.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Right, it looks better than, say, like a knockoff design where they don't put any time into it, but it definitely seems a little less refined than Lit's design, which, I mean, that kind of just happens when you put so much time into it, like Lit has.
Right, because like, look at those cheeks. Look at those cheeks. I goes like, way up there. What is that? And then, what?
Yeah, it is pretty.
Bro got some freaking Botox in there. He got some filler.
Oh my gosh!
Look at the regular Lego Phase 1 clone. Like, yeah.
Look at the Lego Phase 1 clone trooper for
just regular. Yeah, just a regular one. It would have been like that one. That one where he's like kind of walking the yellow one. To the right too.
Or the yellow one. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, like that one. Like it's it's up, but it ain't like. My lordy.
His was a little more bold. Oh, I guess this is another. Where is it?
Right, but it's Yeah,
it's a little bit high. The angle is too high, I think.
Right, and it's like too far in because this one like touches the black of the little V visor thing.
Yeah, it's not supposed to touch the black.
It's not touching. But if you look back at Lit Brick Pics, which on his Discord, he's got a lot of comparison pictures of. All right, whatever. Like it's pretty good. It's pretty good. He spent a lot of time refining it. So much time refining it. Which, because I talked with him at Brickworld Chicago, and we've been messaging on Discord and stuff too. He's a great guy. I mean, it got to the point where his printer's like, okay, can we kind of wrap it up? He's like, nuh-uh. I perfect it now. Come off the gate strong, and then you never have to do it again. Whereas, versus making a thing and then having to refine it later on after you've made a product and it's whatever else. So, but Lit Bricks, I mean, keep an eye out on this guy. He's got a lot of good stuff coming. Once he just quickens up those times of the drops and starts shortening things, he's top of the food chain for 2020 Phase 1s. I get nobody else.
I've been talking with Lit for the past at least couple years, and I haven't kept up with him enough to kind of be on top of the drop when it happened. I kind of saw that it was a thing, and I'm like, okay, I'm not sure how I feel about this, and I didn't bother to do the research, and then I just missed out. So I took the L on that one, a heavy L, unfortunately. But you know what? If he drops more, or when he drops more minifigs, because you said he's working on Rex and Cody.
Yep, and I think he's also working on like a green ARC Trooper, blue ARC Trooper kind of stuff from like the comics or like Fordo, like the 2003 stuff.
Okay,
which,
some of those recognizable characters.
but Rex and Cody.
Yeah, once he starts making, like, I guess these ones, I guess the main reason I wasn't attracted to these ones in particular is because, okay, a 41st Trooper, and well, this 501st Trooper, I didn't even equate it to a 501st Trooper for some reason. I guess Phase 1 501st Troopers aren't really as
Right, and we don't really
for example.
see Grunt Phase 1 501st Troopers like with the blue on them. I mean, you look at the first 3 seasons of Clone Wars, and it's all. I mean, the only ones who've really got decals are the named characters: Denel, Kix, Fives, Rex, like whoever. You don't really see like Grunt Phase 1 Troopers. It's just regular Clone Troopers. So the only real medium that we really see this is like in Battlefront 2, is where we really kind of see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I also I think we saw them briefly in the Christophsis arc. But you could also say, oh, those were just what would it be, lieutenants, I think. That are usually that color. It's debatable. Very debatable. But yeah, I mean, he definitely has potential once he makes more like of the most wanted minifigures in Phase 1 2020 style, like the Rex and Cody. It's just those are no-brainers.
Once those are done, I mean, it's talk about skyrocketing.
Yeah. He just needs, like, once he hits the mainstream characters, he's gonna go popping off. He's gonna go crazy.
He is gonna pose a real challenge to these other brands who are established. I mean, he's gonna start challenging GCC because now everyone's been begging GCC for years to start dipping into Phase 1, and it's, I don't know what's taking him so long. I'm not in talks with Yoshan like that. But it's, I mean, you've got the molding capabilities where you can make, I mean, these Melnick blasters. So you've got molding capabilities. Why haven't you made a Phase 1 already? You've made your own Phase 2 helmets. I mean, at least 2 or 3 times, because one of them didn't have the ear caps, and then they had to update it to have them. So why aren't we working on this? So,
yeah. And unfortunately, I don't know. I look at brands like Clone Army Customs, for example, that haven't innovated in so long. And I don't want GCC to go down that same rabbit hole of just, you know, I want them to keep innovating because they started where's GCC's website? So they started off as such an innovative company just with the new pretty much brand new 2020 style at the time. It wasn't that old. And they made just so many modern style customs that people have been craving for so long. Now, I want them to continue the innovation and branch out into, more Phase 1, or if the Phase 1 market is too saturated, maybe Yoshan is like, predicting what's going to happen. Ooh, I don't think that's like too steep competition. Maybe we are in too late on that. Just do some other like non-clone minifigs. Every time they make non-clone minifigs, I love it. Like Shin Batty, that's a good minifig. Ventress, that was another great minifig.
Yeah.
I wish I would have got that one. I should have. I just didn't get it in time. And then it's just every other. The Obi-Wan Mandalorian, that was another good one. So many great. Like it's almost. I feel like it's almost every time that they do a non-clone minifig, it just hits.
Right. So, well, because all the non-clone ones are typically with collabs. Ventress was with Brick Daddy. Shin Batty was with Gosler. This assassin, the TIE pilots, that's with Kaminoan. So it's all the collab work. Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett body, that's with Melnick. So these, and then the Mandalorian Obi-Wan, that's with Brickway, and the Starkiller Bricks, I think it's Starkiller Bricks. Where it's, and whether that is GCC reaching out to people for these collabs or these people reaching out to GCC for the collabs, I don't know which one it is. But it's, again, that's where I feel like they're just kind of getting into this rut of they're just restocking, just coming out same old. And, these collabs, which is, these collabs are great, is because we're comparing it to these other things that they're coming out with. And it's, I can pass on this. kind of thing, where the collabs are really keeping them up, kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. I think maybe is the strategy for them less frequent drops. Do I dare say less frequent drops?
Because I think that might be what's killing them. I mean, they're doing monthly, 6 figures monthly, which is, I mean, it's great that you're able to produce that much. But it's, you know, once you continue to do 6 clones monthly, eventually you start to run out of clones. You know, so now they're out after 3 years. Their well's dry, and now it's, well, what do we do now? We'll make them freaking yellow. You know, we'll do a gold one. We could do a pink one. You know, so that's kind of where we're getting into that area. Yeah, you know, nobody asked for a yellow clone or like a clone statue. You know, we'll do Blue Fox this time. We'll do Red Wolf. We'll do a red scar on this airborne trooper. You know, and it's nobody's really asking for these. So yeah, I mean, where GCC was 2 years ago versus where it is now versus where it will be 2 years from now, I mean, it's going to be totally different areas. So time will tell.
Yeah, I hope that Yoshan can correct it, because yeah, definitely maybe take like a what is it? What's the expression? Take a sheet from my book or whatever, where I upload not very often. Usually people don't like it, but when I do upload, everyone's like, "Yay, he's back from the dead," and they're super hyped. So, you know, maybe that's the way to go. I think I have the opposite problem as GCC. I need to upload more, actually. But finally, guys, we were at the point where we talk about Tony's own minifigures. PTC.
You're the ones on my side. I got good pictures.
Oh, hold up.
Now,
Yeah.
I mean, Tommy uses my pictures, but you see more on my site.
Did I just? Oh my gosh! I think I closed your tab. Hold up.
All right, stream guys, get out.
Here we go. PTC new releases. There we go. Okay, which one do you want to go over first?
Whichever one. I don't care.
Okay, we will save the best for last, in my opinion. We will go with the one you've already released, and you are restocking, which is Padme. All right, this is absolute banger, dude. Just I feel like if this didn't have like these like the fake dual molded legs, or let's say you cancel all the printing below the hips. That's like that would just I would like cry. Right? Because that's where this minifigure shines the most. It's the most underrated part of the minifigure, in my opinion. I'll let you give your spiel because you actually made the minifigure.
I mean, with the version B of it, because the version A had the official hair, which is a lot harder to come by in bulk. It's very, very pricey. So in order to try to restock it, that was a big thing we had to consider was we cannot get official hair with it still being affordable without pricing it an extra like $4 a piece. Because I mean, just the hair is just so expensive to try to do it in bulk or something. So we had to spray the hair. So we got official Lego hair. It just not in dark brown. It was like light gray or nougat or blonde or whatever else that we then sprayed with dark brown ink to get the same color. And I mean, and I've tried, putting it on and off, and it's like, it's still fine. Like you take it on and off just fine. So it all still seems just great. It's just like a little bit like less shiny or something, which is, to keep it the same price, to keep it affordable, I think is the best. And then the only other thing that we've changed was the skin color detail. So here, Mike, I'll actually send it to you in Discord so you can pull it up.
Okay.
So here, let's see. Wave 2. Let's see.
Are you talking on the arm?
Yes, so on the arm as well. So
okay. Yeah, because arm was the part of the minifig where, hold up, it looks fine in this light. I think depending on the lighting, it would look
Right. So
sometimes
yeah, I just sent you
inconsistent.
something.
Here we go. Okay. So this is what he sent. Okay. So this one is V1, correct? And this one V2?
The one on the left is V1, yes.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, so this looks a little more vibrant on, so you said like all of the skin on the minifig, like so this part and also like the arm.
Right. So yeah, the arm is a little bit more whiter. So we fixed that because the first one, you kind of like look at it a little bit. It doesn't immediately jump out that it's white. So we fixed that. Yeah, the one on the left is a little bit like yellow-ish. So the one on the right matches the light nougat tone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I think it's an improvement, definitely.
So
and the hair as well is another thing to focus on. I mean, I don't think it looks that much different. It just has like a little more texture. It
right.
looks
Yeah,
like
it's just like
the
a
color's
little,
just slightly
bit more texture, a little bit less shiny, but that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like pretty darn good. I don't think the average person would like really know. I probably wouldn't even know if you didn't tell me. I just like assume it's like the official Lego color on there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. If it was in a bin of Lego and you're rifling around and you pick it up, like, I don't think it'd be immediately noticeable that, like, oh yeah, like this is a Lego or whatever else. But yeah, as soon as we got the original Padme's back and we saw the torso and we're like, that's off. It was because when we originally approved the print of it, it was indoors in like a light box kind of thing, and so it was like a harsh white light, which kind of brightened it up a little bit. So we're like, oh, well, that looks great. Yeah, we'll go it. We'll do it. So now after that, I mean, it was another learning curve. You learn every time you make something. Was now it's all right. We want a picture inside. And we want you to go outside. Go outside. Take a picture of it too. So we can just really kind of see it from different just lighting situations and everything.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of unfortunate that those kinds of miscommunications can happen just because of lighting. That's crazy,
right?
Man.
And it's because of that where it's ugh. Now I gotta like I can't change it, and it's so we have the replacement torsos. If you've got a V1, we've got replacement torsos for you, along with the arms. But unfortunately, because we talked about it in that one stream with Will on at Minifig Mindset on YouTube, Will Bricks Productions. Very subtle. It's when I talked about the whole printing and everything, and it's with because just the back of her is 8 colors. So with that, and then the front for 7 colors, and then the light nougat arm, those are like $2 to $3 a piece. Unfortunately, I wish I could have. I'm just not able to give that out for free. So
understandable, yeah.
It sucked that I had to charge for it because it's my mistake, but but those who had reached out to me, I worked it out with them and we were able to come towards, they were satisfied to paying the $8 because of whatever else. But yeah, so I made it worth their while, of course. So
yeah, that's good. Yeah, I love anytime like a business makes it right. And now that I've kind of had a little bit of experience running a business, I kind of know how annoying it can be sometimes. And so guys, whenever a person who runs a business or like a business, like any kind of business kind of does that to you, don't take it for granted. Just kind of realize how much of a sacrifice they're making. It's a good perspective to have. And also, as I'm going through the comments, Matt Jones just discovered your products now on the stream, and he's asking if they are restocking. So I assume he means the
Wave 1? Of Wave 1? Was he talking about Bale and Mothma? I think so. But your Mon and Bale figs are like the best I've ever seen. So with the Wave 1, we won't restock. They were in stock for about a month and a half, 2 months or so. But There is hope yet. The Bale Brick Daddy is very popular for doing his Bale figures. We have been in talks with my brand turns 1 year old. It depends on how I want to label it. Do I want to say I turn 1 year old when the brand was registered with the state of Indiana, or turns 1 year old after my first release in March, kind of thing? So we'll so either January or March is when we'll be looking at. I want to not necessarily a revamp, but we'll be doing the Bale again under the Daddy Diplomacy title with Brick Daddy involved. And we'll have another figure that pairs just great with him. And then the Mothma, we've got a plan for a Mothma as well around that time. It's kind of a 1 year anniversary. This is what we're doing kind of thing. So kind of come back to it and everything. So
another thing I'd like to point out is the difference between this one and this one is one is sandy and one isn't. In case you guys didn't have a keen enough eye to see that. I mean, that it's kind of hard to notice at first glance, I guess, for most people, especially since the screen is kind of small. But yeah, if you do some close-ups, I have the one with the dirt on it. With
the sand.
Yeah, with the sand.
Brick World Chicago exclusive first. Leftover stock sold today.
Yeah, so that was cool to get at Brick World. That was the first time I met you, by the way. So
it was.
That was pretty cool.
It was the secret garage sale after you just got done talking with Alan.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah, honestly, Alan like really helped me to meet a lot of new people. To be honest.
Well, and I was coming into that as well because I mean I went last year, but last year I mean I was just consumer. I met up with Mayday, Crosshair, Gosler, Orbital, all these people. I mean, it was a great experience. And then, of course, this year was more of a creator, and I was able to meet a lot more people in the space and, meet people that way. And I've already got my Brick World tickets for all week next year.
Dude.
So, cheapest now.
Same here. I also have like the hotel booked as well. I usually stay with Will at his place, but now both me and Will are going to be at a hotel with some other people. I don't know if we are able to reveal with who yet, but yeah, that's cool. But I guess we can keep going to the next minifig, which is Spider-Man, dude. Spider-Man. This one, oh my gosh, this is like such a great Spider-Man. I think it's the best one I've seen. I don't see many Spider-Man minifigs, so I don't know.
But to my knowledge, there's only one other brand that had made this Spider-Man. To my knowledge, it was UV printed, and it just didn't have nearly the amount of detail ours has. With the dark azure lines, the gunmetal gray outlines of the black, all of that stuff. The hair, especially.
Hair is crazy, man. How did you do that? How complicated is that?
So that was one where we had to experiment quite a bit. It took about 3 tries, I think. We had a design, we printed it, and we're like, well, that doesn't really follow the hair. So we had to do it again. Didn't really follow the hair. Do it again. And third one, we got it. So
wow. A lot of trial and error.
Yeah, a lot of trial and error. The legs were a lot of trial and error. My manufacturer, and he was printed back in August. My manufacturer had said that like this is the most complicated figure, like the most difficult figure they have produced all year. They straight up just like told me that because of if you look at the legs, I mean, how many things connect over to the front? You've got 1, 2 dark azure lines. Gunmetal, black, gunmetal. Then gunmetal, black, gunmetal. Then black, 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 gunmetal, dark red. You've got like 12 different things that wrap over. They were they didn't like
all of that through trial and error. That's
so and that one also maybe took about 3 tries because we've got like one part right, but then it's like some of the webs didn't connect over. And of course, I mean, it's a little, it may vary just very slightly, fraction of a millimeter, but of course, fraction of a millimeter at this scale is a lot. We're just, setting it up and alignment of everything. And so there may be one or two that maybe are just like, instead of the webs connecting like this is like this or whatever.
Yeah.
No, but the most difficult figure we have ever made to date.
Yeah, it definitely looks complicated when you look at it. I mean, wow. So the main attraction to me was the hair. I was like, oh, that's a little bit of pizzazz right there. That was the eye catcher for me. And then I just kind of looked. The whole design is just so intricate and complicated. Or complex is the word I will use, because complicated sounds like a bad word to use. Like, it's too complicated for me. But complex. Right.
Yeah,
that's the good kind of complicated.
Because if you look up Spider-Man Rivals Peter Parker, like you're gonna see because there's like in-game footage where it's not like in-game, but it's like he's got this one skin that likes bag head or whatever. Whereas like if you look underneath the bag, like he's got these red streaks, or it's like this one art thing where it's just like a red streak kind of thing. Yeah, like that first image there. You see these red streaks in his hair, which a lot of the Marvel Rivals characters have. So that was one where it's like, well, if I'm doing it, I gotta do it kind of thing. So, because, it's not a PTC figure. There's not accessories. I try to go all out with everything. I hate getting clone troopers that need a blaster that need a face, or getting a Jedi that needs a lightsaber or something. So I want to be a one-stop shop. You just got to buy one thing, and that's it. That's why, like with the Padme, we've got the additional scratch torso, whereas many people would have done two separate figures to do one without the scratch, one with the scratch. So whereas mine, you have both, and you could choose how you want to display. So, definitely. Exactly. So, and we only just now put out the add-on pack because people were like, I want to display both. I want to display both. I don't want to buy two figures, and now I have all these leftover parts. So that's where we kind of came in. You know what? We'll listen to you. We'll do an add-on pack. Hair, head, legs. That's it. Buy your Padme. Buy the add-on pack. So if you want to display both, you can. But if you want to display just one or the other, you've got that option too. So I think that was a great option instead of having you pay $40 for each version. So,
yeah, definitely. Gosh, we could talk about Spider-Man for so long because he's such a complex minifig. But I feel like
I'll show you the packaging for Spider-Man too, because he's here you are. I just sent it to you too, because we also really innovated with this packaging this time around too. The other ones were kind of like logoed Ziploc bags because, I hate getting a $60 figure and you're just a little Ziploc bag. So, at least put a logo on it, or, it's the experience of opening it too. So this one, we got a whole new mold with the plastic like blister pack. And the card, you can see it there, it's got a reflective sheen on it too, which I thought was really cool. It was like a Pokemon shiny card. I thought, well, if I'm making a card, I want to make it look cool. So we got a reflective sheen on that. And if, web accessory, we'll do an unmasked head, we'll double side it. Yeah. We'll do the hair. We'll print the hair. So it's got a lot of stuff going on with it. So this type of packaging will be continuing with our non-Star Wars lineup. So
that's sick. And you got is this a clamshell packaging? Is that what it's called?
Yep. Yeah. So here, I've got one right here. So man, I wish the blur on this thing would freaking be fine. I just don't want to show you all because I've been freaking packing up orders and everything. So I've got like all my crap right here and whatever. So you've got this right here, and then, you just kind of open it up like this. So, and then you've got your card there, and then just pop it out. Got your stuff there. So, and then here, you might be able to see you may not. You can see a little bit of a rainbow thing there over the logo now.
Yeah, you can kind of see it a little better in the.
No, I think it's just in person it's definitely a lot better, and it's also because it's dark in here.
Yeah, you can see it a little bit in the photo right here, right?
Yeah, there you can
see
the
rainbow part. Yeah.
So and you can see it as well on the site too. The site has an angle to where you can also see it too.
Ooh, okay.
But it's definitely a lot better just like in hand.
Uh-huh. Yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, you can see a lot of the kind of like reflective, what do you call it? Reflective artifacts or something.
Oh yeah. Whoa, hold up. What was that background? That was cool as
Oh,
cool as heck.
yeah. This is
That's
a photo
cool.
I took for my photography challenge on Instagram.
Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
definitely gonna be I'm making a video about that.
All right, let's see what we got. You got EA Stick Fight the Game, Epic Games
Oh my
Battlefront 2.
gosh. Yeah, guys, you want to see all my installed programs, guys?
Pull up the Steam games. Let's see it. Let's see it. What do you play? What is 127 hours in Hatsune Miku Pizzeria? Yeah.
No. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can let's see. Okay.
Yeah.
Next minifig, which in my opinion is my favorite one of this whole wave. Gosh, dude. So let's start with the printing on like the coat or whatever, the cloak is just so mesmerizing to me.
Yeah.
Let me try to look up a picture.
I thought it was when I started getting test prints of it, I'm like, wow, this is a very pretty figure. Like, it's just looking at it, it's just it's just very pretty kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So,
let me show how accurate
me and Brick
it is.
Daddy, it was a lot of back and forth with how we want to design the cloak. Because once you pull it up, like, there's so many different things going on with it. They were not kind. They were not kind when designing it. Because it's like, it's blue, but then you see like the thing underneath the blue cloak is like, here's like, is that a dark gray? Is that like a dark brown? In some shots it looks like a dark brown, and some it looks like a dark gray. It's sort of like, what is it? So we had to make a new color, which is not part of Lego's color palette, where it was a mix between dark brown and dark gray. Because no matter which one we looked at, we weren't happy with it. Because it's dark brown, well, that's way too brown. Dark gray, well, that's way too gray. So this is like a really good kind of mix in between of it. And then, because the royal blue there, that is a metallic blue. You can see a little bit of the speckles on it. That's all metallic blue.
So cool.
So and pull up the photo of him, of Valorum.
Reference photo.
Right. Because it's like you're looking at it, it's like, oh well, it's like the rest of the blue around him is like it's blue, but then you look at his arms and it's like, well, it's green. And then you look at parts of it and you're like, well, it's purple. And there's like so many different like little specks on it. We're like, how on earth do we design this thing? We went through so many different revisions for it. So we did our absolute best to try to incorporate all of those. So like looking back at the figure, you can see we've got the metallic blue, and then we've got purple dots around him. We've also got these like little light blue dots around him as well. And we got the dark green kind of strokes in there. Mm-hmm. So we really tried our best to incorporate everything with it.
Yeah. Gosh, man. Yeah, just such a complicated, intricate thing to design. And this time I'm using complicated correctly because, oh my gosh, like that's a nightmare right there. To replicate.
We got one more figure that's very similar to it that we're working on. That'll also be a little bit difficult to try to work on.
I'm excited. Okay, you know what? Maybe after this stream, some little teaser info. I would like some. I'm so curious.
I hope you guys love the prequels. I hope you love the prequels.
Oh heck yeah, we all love prequels here, right, guys? As long as if it's from the prequels and like looks as good as this, what can I say? I'm hyped.
So one thing that we really looked at for the design, just the overall design, like the pieces and everything. Look up the Star Wars Skywalker Saga Chancellor Valorum. Look at that one real quick.
Okay. Chancellor Valorum. I almost misspelled Chancellor. Okay, we're good.
A
Skywalker
third image
Saga.
there. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
That's your Valorum.
Wait,
That's the best you can do.
that looks like a knockoff.
Right, and that's from the Skywalker Saga.
What?
You know.
Okay, that looks a little better because it looks like actual cloth, but that
Right, yeah,
render
because
is like
it is like a cloth thing that they did. So,
okay.
but I really wanted to base off of what has Lego already got. Well, they made their Chancellor Palpatine the gunship set, so we just it's of similar style type of thing. So we just went along with that.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, there's some weird looking ones. There's this one.
Why did I even make one? Why did I even make one?
Yeah, look at that.
Why did I bother?
Look at the rear
Wasted
image right
money.
here. That's just iconic right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what is this like a concept render?
I don't know.
Dang,
wait, yeah,
a lot of
what's
people
that one? What's that
it
one?
looks like.
What's that first one there? Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
That doesn't look terrible. This looks decent.
Just look at the face.
I mean, okay, other than the face, yeah, okay. I'm just saying, like the cloth, the way they did the cloth kind of looks. I mean, it looks better than the other ones that we looked at for sure. This is the best one besides yours that I've seen so far, but it doesn't come close to this. How satisfying this looks, guys. I mean, it's. Like I said, my favorite part, the most mesmerizing part of this is just look at all these little dots and lines and the intricate pattern right there. And also another thing to point out is this part that allows him to sit down on like a seat on a chair because he's a chancellor after all.
Like Rivendell. So, and granted, I don't think we see much of him sitting at all besides like that one scene where I vote for that this governing body needs new leadership, vote for no confidence. I mean, he kind of like plops down. But one thing that I really had in mind about this was Kyle Jannin, all of his mocks and stuff. He's got a wonderful mock of the Chancellor's office, which of course, I mean, I let him know like a couple months ahead of time, hey, by the way, I'm making this figure, make a mock for it. Or not like make a mock for it, but it's, hey, like, I know you got this mock. I'm making this figure. I sent you my Wave 1 stuff. I figured I'd give you the notice ahead of time so you can make whatever arrangements you got to do. Order any kind of parts you need. Make any kind of restrictions you need, and everything. And he had recolored it to dark blue, which you can see on our Instagram, which he even has a spot on like the desk for like the Chancellor plaque, which is kind of like a fun nod to the Skywalker Saga because I thought that was really cool to do. Just a little fun thing. Didn't have to do it. Thought it was cool. So
yeah, let's see.
But yeah, there are.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, right there. Ooh, yeah, so we had recolored it dark blue. And then got a little. Have to utilize the sitting slope.
Yes, that's so cool.
And then even has the vote of no confidence thing. So
many great figures in this.
Yeah, this one was funny. That one I didn't tell him to do that. That was a real surprise. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you guys, so many of these figures. So we have. Let's go to the wide picture actually. So
yeah. Just how like these are all minus like 1 or 2 or 3, like they are all customs.
Yeah, and they just blend so well. So you can get there's 2 Rise figures right here.
Well, the Masameta was light custom.
Oh, this is light. Okay,
right, but they're both Brick Daddy though. They're both Brick Daddy. So the Palpatine that utilizes the body from Orbital's figure. Who was oh my god, I forget his name. We've lost all communication guy from episode 1. Man, what was his name? Oh my god,
I know who you're talking about. The old guy with the long hair and beard. Huh.
Bibble, I think. Star Wars Bibble. CO Bibble. Yep. All right.
Let me look it up. How do you spell it? Huh?
Bibble. But Orbital had made that figure, and then it looked like Kyle threw on a cloth thing and then threw on some Palpatine stuff. Which, I mean, that Palpatine looks great.
Here we go. There we go. This guy, guys.
Right.
Transmission. Did I misspell that? Okay. What?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. You must contact me. This is the iconic. Yeah. You must contact me. That's the most iconic part he's known for. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, like these customs and official, they just blend so well with each other. Like it's cool to see customs not only blend with Lego, which is just awesome in and of itself, but also blend with each other, because they're all kind of finding the compromise of style. And that's something that we haven't gotten until really recently. So that's something to really be thankful for, guys. Like, imagine going back 5 years ago when I think at the time it was like, you could like decal minifigures yourself or buy maybe some UV printed minifigures that looked pretty
like
decent.
Maybe. The only real customs I recall was just Clone Army customs.
Yeah, pretty much at the time, that was like your only, like, that was the most well-known option at the time. And then, I mean, decals were pretty big at the time because they supplemented and still kind of do supplement what people haven't made yet. And you just have to have that skill to actually own those minifigures, or you have to have the money and the patience to hire someone to do it for you, which was a really complicated process. And I said it's still kind of a supplementary thing today. Like, oh, I wish people made this. Oh, there's a decal for it, or I can do a recolor myself for this minifigure and just decal on top of it. But you don't have to do that nearly as much. And also, you could really only do that for clones. You could sometimes decal some other one-off minifigures that I don't know. Let's say BD Bricks 99, for example, is probably one of the more useful ones. Actually, not as useful anymore since there's like pad printed versions, but at the time when it came out, very useful. You don't really get that as much with decals, as mainly clone troopers, and it's great to have minifigures like this where even some more niche characters that, you know, some of these are objectively niche, even though you see them in the movies, that people have been wanting, but Lego will never make.
Yeah.
Especially the Star Wars lore heads, you know?
Right. You know, and it's like, will Lego ever make a Chancellor Valorum? I never could tell you. So it's, you know, or like these Senegars, like they've got any kind of opportunity to or anything, but it's, I mean, we kind of saw it with like the Clone Wars Obi-Wan. I mean, Light Customs had made one, and now we heard that, oh, Light Customs is getting a restock, but we heard Lego's coming out with one. So it's, which one is it? You know, which one is going to be better? Which one's going to be better? And then, you know, Light Customs restocked theirs, and then we saw the leaks for the Obi-Wan, and it's, you know, I mean, you can see the differences. One thing that I think is ridiculous that Lego did was on the Clone Wars Obi-Wan, they had these, like, the black parts, but then they had light gray communicator, which every other figure, it has always been black. For every other clone, it's been black. I mean, but the only other clones that we've had with the communicator was Rex, and it was black. Well, that was because it had blue, like, around it, so you had to do black. But they did light gray for it. So now we've got all these clone upgrade arms and all this other kind of stuff that are now, like, it's all black. So it's like, you know, is it, you know, which one do we try to go with now? Do we try to match Lego now, or do we just stick what we've been doing for the last 2 years because Lego hadn't done anything? You know? So that was the thing that we're are we going to change our ways to match Lego, which we strive to match Lego, or just kind of stick to ourselves? Because then you'd have to remake everything, or whatever else. So
Yeah, that's like the hard thing about making modern customs is if Lego all of a sudden makes a choice that's controversial, do you mirror that or
right.
do
Well,
you
and
do something else?
right, and like they did that with their recent 327th plastic/rubber PVC pauldron instead of the cloth.
Yeah.
You just put a cloth pauldron on a Rex and a microfighter
Oh.
like a year ago. Why are we going to this? So now it's, well, my God, now it's, I mean, you've got this for 327th. If you make another Rex figure, now is he going to have this? Because now GCC's been putting out all these cloth pauldrons, but now I've got these plastic rubber PVC ones. Well, which one is it now? Make up your mind. So now it's, do we mold our own or do we continue making cloth? So that was the thing that Bricks and Figs, I mean, they started teasing their molded ones. But yeah, so that's just the thing just another thing where it's Lego now makes some new choice and we're like, well, what the heck? Now what do we do?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But I have a random topic switch.
That
I kind of hinted that we would do at the beginning of the stream, and that is a tier list. All right. So Gio was initially going to be here, but then it looks like technical difficulties kept him from being here. But he's still in the chat. And that goes for all of you guys who are still in the chat. We need your input for these minifigures. So we are going to start. It looks like we're starting with Rise, and we're going PTC, then we're going GCC, and then we've got some other minifigures after that. But I'm gonna be honest. Usually for these tier list streams, I really have a hard look at the material that I'm looking at. Right, these minifigures, they're so new that I really don't think I have that same expertise. So I'm gonna need a lot of feedback from you guys. But I have images of a lot of these. So we are gonna start with Bale. So here is Bale Organa from Rise Customs.
Are we looking at strictly design of the figures, or are we looking at overall everything? Are we also going to factor in price at all?
Oh, I think for simplicity's sake, let's go design because price is going to add another complication.
No, what about things that come with them? I mean, I only asked that because my things come with them. Nobody else's.
Or
we'll just stick with the figures because we've only got the photos of just the figures. The other stuff is all fluff. So all right, just the figures.
Okay, just the figures. Yeah, keep it simplistic.
Just figures.
Okay, so for Bale, I really like that he has it reminds me of like the Doctor Strange hair.
Yep.
Where he has like the gray on the side, and I think it shows it better in this pic actually. There we go. Yes. Look at that. Kind of the smooth grayness right there. Nice added detail. He also has a side leg printing, and just overall like pretty darn good like design overall. His face also looks really well done. Who was this again? Gosler or was it Brick Daddy?
It's Brick Daddy. Matches the new actor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Based on the new actor, and yeah, it looks really good. He does a good job with the faces. Gosler also does a good job with the faces. That's why I asked who was Gosler.
Gosler's faces are they're pretty much always top notch.
Yeah, spot on, man. Spot on. So, yeah, what are we thinking for this minifig, guys? Reaper says a mid.
I'd say A tier.
A tier? I think this is the best one of his wave. So, we've got.
I do think it probably is the best one of his wave for sure.
Yeah,
I'd
tied
say
with Mon Mothma. So I'm seeing A from PTC. I would agree with. I would say A or S. I'm not sure which one. Okay, looks like a lot of you guys say S for Bale.
For Gio and Hayes though, because they're like Rais Glazers, you gotta like knock them down like one level. You know,
But then we got
like
Darylito.
one level.
Yeah, we got Darylito though.
They are paid actors. They are paid actors.
They're paid. Yeah, they do kind of okay. Yeah, Gio and Hayes, you literally get his minifigures early, so I don't know if we can trust your opinion fully. But yeah, like I said, Darylito says S, but maybe he was on the hype train. I don't know. Cross Airborne says A or B. I don't know. I really don't know. It's kind of a toss up. I've seen so Gio and Hayes, we'll water them down a little bit and kind of count them as like one vote towards S, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
And then
we'll just average.
also
We'll
said
just
S.
average their 2 votes. We'll just
yeah. So Darylito
they're just
also
gonna say
said
S for everything. They just got to coordinate together.
That's 2.
All
and
right.
then we have Cross Airborne says A or B.
Airbnb.
Which makes it more complicated.
The reason why I say A is
PTC
because
said,
if you look back at the design, the reason why I say A is because it's just kind of a mirror. Which I mean, so many designs are just a mirror, you know, across either one. I feel like in terms of complexity, is it the most complex figure I've ever seen? No. It's a great figure. I think it captures the likeness very well. But in terms of, I feel like S has just got to be reserved for like, kind of like what you said, where it's like more complex stuff. It reminds me a lot of the Bail Organa that Rice had put out with Brick Daddy of the Rebels version, which, I mean, of course, Rebels is a very stylized thing. There's not a lot of detail, so there's not a lot of real stuff to detail on it. But I think, I mean, for sure, high A.
Okay. Yeah, I think also another thing that is always going to be in the back of my mind is the practicality of it too. Like, how much do we need this minifigure? How well known it so the practicality is how well known is it, and how many and for how well known it is, how much do we then want it, basically?
Right, because I mean,
how much demand?
I mean, this was from one scene from Andor during the big speech scene, right? Wasn't it?
So, for this particular outfit?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Because
I was just saying Bail in general, but yeah, I guess
Bail
in
general.
Outfit,
yeah. Because I was looking at this particular, I mean, the design of the outfit is of that one scene, which I mean, it's a Bail figure. And of course, I mean, Bail wears a new outfit in every scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I think, are we just hinting at maybe like high A?
So high A or low S. We'll see whichever one starts to get more, and then we'll swap it to whichever one has.
Maybe we can move it to S.
We can move it later on.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think the Bail is one of the higher ones of this wave.
Yeah. Next up is Cal Kestis, Imperial Cal Kestis, or Darkside Cal Kestis, whatever. This is another solid fig that I don't think is as practical as Bail. Like, not as many people know Cal Kestis as Bail. But it's still a really good looking minifig, and a lot of people still do know who he is. It's just obviously not as much as Bail, but still a lot of people know who he is. It looks like already I see a huge variety in it. Okay, Big F Reaper is just trolling, I think. Then Gio said S. Which we're gonna water down. Okay, we're gonna
you gotta sift it a little bit, you know.
Watch Hayes say like F or something. That'd be hilarious.
It's so B. I'm not making this up.
We'll just call that.
Bro, how much are they paying you? How much are they paying? How do I apply? Bro, I'll be saying the same crap if I'm getting paid. You know? My Lord,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
But
I love. Okay, so like you said before, I love the fact that the continuity of this part right here, where the side printing on the legs goes into the front, is a really nice touch.
Yeah.
It's a really kind of, I don't know how to describe it other than the sleek design. It just looks so clean.
Right.
Dual molded legs are nice. I believe these are real dual molded legs,
Yep.
probably.
Yep.
Um,
I love
what about
the
the arms?
Sith yellow eyes. I don't think, from what I recall, I don't think we really see yellow Sith eyes in like that little vision part. I don't think we actually see that, but it was nice to include. They didn't have to do that, so I really enjoy that.
Yeah, I like that as well. I'm probably gonna mainly display it as this, but it would be nice to have. It's just nice to have this just in case you want to use it, or there's some people who will favor this. Actually, maybe it'll depend on my mood. I don't know which one I prefer. Which one do I have it as right now? Hold up, let me just pull it up. We've got. Oh wait, looks like yesterday I favored the Sith eyes.
Oh, there you are.
There we go.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah, Gio points out a good the faux dual mold arms, which I did on my Padme for that one torn arm. Did fake dual mold arm.
Okay.
So yeah, the fake dual mold arm, that looks great. I agree with their choice of black torso, because the entire like upper half of it and also like the negative space is all black. So I think the black torso was a great thing to really consider there. So I think that was really cool.
Yeah.
I would argue A.
Yeah, this is pretty solid. The only thing I think that is limiting this minifig is the appeal. Because not as many people know who he is. Let's compare him to some of the other characters on this list, though. Some of these other Andor characters are a little more niche. Like the what is Leo?
Partagas.
Yeah. So he's lesser known. We've got some lesser known clones as well. So yeah, I guess.
Well, and it may not be that they're lesser, because I mean, Partagas plays a large. Whenever we're seeing the ISB stuff, I mean, we always see him. So I don't know if maybe some of that is just how well it translates into Lego design type stuff. Because I know trying to translate the face is the most important part of any figure. So like if you don't nail the face, then they're like it's doo-doo. If you cannot get the face right. So that's where like any kind of Gosler things, I mean, just to shout him out, you put his face on anything and it's skyrockets. You could put his like, if you were to do like a Chancellor Valorum face, put his Chancellor Valorum face on that one doo-doo Valorum we saw earlier, and it's like
oh, this is actually a good thing.
I'd consider it.
The face makes or breaks the minifig. Yeah.
So the face is just the hardest thing to nail. They're always putting out these like Imperial figures, and it's, here is random Imperial officer number 56, and he looks excellent, but I need a reference image to know who this is. And it's like some 2-frame bit from behind the scenes Death Star thing.
Yeah.
Which I'm so glad that they're able to take passion in that. But it's, you just say, oh yeah, this is Imperial Designator. I don't know who the frick this is. Some picture or something. Like, you got to put up some reference picture. It's like, hey, by the way, uncoded name is General Partitioner or something.
Yeah, that's kind of why I do posts on Instagram that are side by side with the actual name underneath, because I'm like, I'm so unlike the the person making the minifigure who can't legally do that. I am a third-party person who can do it.
Right. Minifig Merc, he does that a lot. Whenever he does reviews of his things, he always have a reference image right next to him, which I think is always...
I think he does a more thorough job than me.
He does a great. But I think this figure, I think that'd be another high A. I could maybe see low S.
Looks like a lot of people mainly agree. Hayes obviously says S. Yeah, so Cross Airborne for sure agrees. Roxy, welcome to the stream. He says hi from Germany. Dang, dude, you're from Germany? What time is it over
Bro,
there?
why are you
for
not
guys?
asleep?
Is it? Yeah,
You're
it's
like
gotta
5,
be
6 hours ahead. You're like 3 a.m.,
way
4
early in the
a.m.
morning.
Bro, Micah, just put this into perspective. You have somebody at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. watching your stream.
That's
Micah,
crazy.
you want to thank them. Thank them right now for joining in.
Yeah, dude. Okay, Roxy, thank you so much for like somehow. I don't know how you're here.
You got to gift them a
Thank
sub.
you.
You got to gift them a sub.
Yeah, someone gift him a sub, guys. Let's do it. I don't know how to
Crazy.
gift my own people subs.
I don't know.
Yeah, I actually don't know how to do that. Other people kind of do that for me.
I
They
can
give,
see,
like,
yeah, I see
hundreds.
membership gifting on like the YouTube end. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, or yeah, sorry. I mean gift memberships.
No.
Gifting
Oh,
subs is Twitch lingo. My bad. We can't
No.
say that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Don't demonetize me for saying that. YouTube.
Yeah, I'll give in. I'll give in to the Glazers. I'll be fine with it as S. I think it is pretty good. I'll
Dang.
give in.
I don't know. I'm gonna.
Well, this is the
think
only
he's
one.
A.
No others. No others.
I think he's A. He goes below Bale in my opinion.
He goes below Bale.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I think the design is better, but
Mhm.
the appeal is less just because he's lesser known.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt just disagrees. He says, "I say A higher than Bale." Okay. Yeah, he says that's okay. But yeah, so I don't know. I think we move on to the next one. Who's the next one? I can barely see who that is. Is that that's this guy, Eli. Yeah, what's his last name? Eli.
Vanto.
What? Say it again.
Vanto.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever that this guy. Yeah, I'm probably gonna rate him pretty low compared to the other ones. He might even be one of the lowest, to be honest, because okay, maybe not as low as some of the GCC ones actually. Maybe a little higher. I would not put him at F. I would maybe put him C or D. Because I just personally do not like. I did not even know who he was. I thought he was from Andor.
No, he's from the novels. I think the rank kind of kills it. And I'll be fully honest, from a consumer standpoint, I feel like the face is a little bit bland. I wish I would have. But I mean, if you look at comic panels of his face, I mean, it's it is also a little bit difficult to translate as well. But I feel like it's just very very neutral expression.
Yeah.
So I kind of like a little bit more character. But that is just me as a consumer. No shade at all.
Even Hayes says B tier. So that means C or under. Matt says C.
Yeah, I'd say honestly, I'd say D.
Okay, I agree with that.
Everything I feel like everything from the plaque down, everything from the plaque down is good.
Underneath the plaque,
if you just changed the plaque to that enzyme, I would have much preferred that than everything from the neck down. I love how he did the different skin tone because he is like a backwater kind of, where it's a little bit more, I guess, like Alabama-y type of, where like he is of a darker skin tone. He is more like tanned kind of skin, which I'm so glad that Rice did that for his skin instead of the light nougat. If he did light nougat, so I'm so glad that he did that skin tone. I mean, I don't know what other hair would have been perfect. I mean, that hair I think was great. The skin tone I think was great. The parts I think were all great. The dual molded boots and everything. It's just the plaque and the face. I think that's just what kind of kills it for me.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Even Gio says C or B, so that means D or C. So
you gotta water it down.
Oh yeah. What Reefer says, as someone born in Alabama, that is a very accurate depiction of our skin tone. Wow, that's crazy. We got actual
Lego lore
Alabama.
accurate Alabamian.
Alabamian. Yes. How do you say it, Reaper? Alabaman?
I'm
Alabamian?
an Alabamian.
Alabamanian. I don't know.
Bro, Geo, you and Hayes's views they're just like so like potent. You know, you're just like straight lemonade mix. You got to pour some water in there. You got to dilute it a bit.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like
you're just
too
straight
sweet.
mix.
Or too sour if you're using real lemons.
There you are. You're like the tea bag. You know, you gotta water it out a little bit.
Exactly.
Water it down.
Next up, we have Mon Mothma. After Geo pointed out that this chain is actually like actual silver kind of like reflective color, that like made me love this minifig even more.
So I mean, my Mothma had silver on her too. So you know,
wait, what?
My Mon Mothma had silver on her too.
Oh, yep.
So
also, wait, is it the chain as well?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I think the hair is really good. Didn't you say you had problems with your hair with finding the hair on your Mon Mothma?
So with the Mon Mothma, I wanted to do a custom hair, but I couldn't get in touch with any 3D modelers. But Rais at the time, who was going by Faza at the time, he had a hair commissioned by someone. He had planned on doing Mothma. Then, I mean, because I went through him for my first wave of printing, he had said, "Hey, you know, you said you're doing this. I'll just like give you the hair." And well, that's great. I mean, that's awesome. I'm very generous of him. Very thankful. But because it was just kind of given and it wasn't any kind of input on designer, I mean, you know, beggars aren't choosers kind of things. But there wasn't any real input I had with it. I went to somebody else to try to edit it a little bit to try to refine it. So, I mean, it's a lot better than what it was originally. But now kind of looking back at it, like I wouldn't reuse the hair. I'd have something else done. Now that I've got people that I'll go to now. But yeah, I just didn't have any control over it. I was just kind of just make do with what I got kind of thing. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of when you're just starting, it's definitely going to be a lot harder to find. I guess this actually looks. This is like a good angle. I feel like for the hair. I feel like that's also a good angle. I feel like maybe from the top down it looks bad, but from other angles it actually looks pretty good.
Yeah. So, yeah, and I feel like at this point now with I mean, I'm glad that you mentioned with the metallic. I feel like at this point now, I mean, like metallic is great and everything. Mr. Reaper, what did I just talk about? No. So with like the metallic inks now, because we have grown a lot with production and everything, whether it's me, Nikki and them with Bricks and Figs, Melnick, Orbital, GCC, Rais. Now metallic ink for like that kind of stuff is to be expected. It is the uncommon parts that are metallic because we have to like mix metallic powder with these, so it's like trying to get the ratios all right and that kind of stuff. So that is where I think we can really praise metallic. So like the blue metallic there, I think that is very worthy of praise. With the silver metallic, I think because that is a lot more common. That's, you know, now we're, you know, nearly all customs have this now. I mean, he's got silver metallic on all of his Imperial belt buckles. Orbital has that. Melnick has that. You know, it's so I think praising for sure the non-silver metallics, that definitely deserves praise. So yeah, the metallic blue on this, I mean, yeah, it looks great. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just overall good. I think it also. Oh yeah, the alt facial expression too.
Yeah, that I think was really cool. I really like how the mouth is angled too. It's not just.
Yeah, like, it's angled. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's angled. I think that was a really cool design technique from Brick Daddy.
Yeah, asymmetrical kind of looks like that makes it look more human.
Yeah.
That's something where in an age of AI, where AI would be like, oh, this is how you make it perfect. Then it looks terrible because it looks like super
Right.
generated instead of handcrafted.
Mhm.
This is what it should. Yeah, this
Right.
is
And
what
all
it should
the all the facial details, like all the wrinkles just
be.
around the eyes,
Yep.
you know, and all that stuff. Because I don't know, is that reminiscent on the front too?
Let's see.
Oh yeah, so
Yes.
you've got like the
Yeah.
lower ones, and then the eyebrow
Yep.
thing. The alternate face has additional 2 wrinkles as well, like
Yes.
on the side of the eyes as well.
Yep. Which is actually probably really accurate too, because the
Right, 'cause you're
actress
in
looks like
distress.
she's about at the age where she just started getting wrinkles on her eyes, which is just such a nice touch. Or even if you're making that face, I think anyone would probably have wrinkles.
Right.
Yeah, so very nice touch. And also, of course, the fake dual molded legs is
Yep.
also really
Yep.
nice, and in the side
It looks
leg.
a little bit, maybe it's just the picture. It looks a little bit blurry. Like
It is.
it's not really refined.
Yeah, I
All.
think
Like, I am seeing like some
it is the
fuzziness
picture.
around the like the fake dual mold.
Yeah, I think
of
it's.
the leg.
Oh wait, yeah, right here that might
Right.
be,
And even on the other side, it
there.
looks very fuzzy. Yeah, I don't know if that is just like the picture
I think
or
some
if that's
of it is
like
a
in
picture,
hand
some of it is a
kind of
printing.
thing. I don't have the thing in front of me. I have to go back out to the living room.
Yeah,
So
I
do you
mean,
have
I
the
can
fig in
show
front of
you
you?
mine. Let's see.
Yeah, let me know what it is on your fig.
Let me show you the bigger view. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it is a little bit. Yeah.
What is that on that leg touching your finger? Yeah, right there.
Yep.
What is that?
And you can also see on the inside of the legs, it's a little bit inconsistent. Most people probably wouldn't notice it. In fact, I can barely tell in person. My camera picks it up better than my eyes, which is pretty common with, like, especially if you see my photos on Instagram. Oftentimes in person, you aren't going to notice some of the things that if you find yourself going to my photos on Instagram and zooming in,
just zoom in. There's a little hair
don't do that.
there.
That's not
There's
helpful.
a hair.
That is not, like, some people are like, oh, the printing quality is so bad on this custom. I'm like, are you zooming into the photo? Sometimes maybe I should like make my photo quality just worse or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a from now on. All of my product pictures is a picture sitting on a table with the camera up by my eye, so you can't look at it. So yeah, I think Gio brings up an interesting point. It's not the picture because it's the white on the dark blue. It's like that. I feel like that's not whatever color you use is because it's going outside of that boundary. You know, because I mean, in order to get the fake dual mold, you have to have some type of mold or like cast to kind of put the leg in to then, ink spray, whatever. So it's got to be something with the mold or something because of that, not overlap, but the just the fuzziness of it.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. So it's not necessarily the color, because whether it's black, blue, green, red, beige, whatever, it would still have that.
Yeah.
So I hope that makes sense.
Yeah. Also, just so welcome Logan to the stream, by the way. So the legs are not custom molded, but they're custom printed to look like they're dual molded, right? So the dual molded legs on minifigures. Where's like an actual dual molded? Hold up. Like
some kind of a pull up and pure also.
There's like so many like fake dual molded legs around me, but yeah, this one is dual molded, and they kind of get the same look. For here's like a PTC figure, for example, that also has that same look, but it's not actually dual molded. It's sprayed with pad ink, which is the same print that ink that Lego uses to print their minifigures, and it's sprayed on there so that it looks like it is dual molded. But maybe Lego doesn't make a part like this, because I don't think that even exists, right? Like
no, not in those colors.
Yeah. So if Lego doesn't make like certain dual molded legs that look like this, you can do that yourself. Or if you have a very expensive pad printer and you somehow know how to use it, and you have the tools to tools to make it look like, I don't even know how the heck you probably get like a template thing that you put on top of it, and then you spray the pad ink. And have it
Right. Yeah, because there's the
kind of preventing paint from going to the cracks when you're painting something, right?
Right. Yeah. So it's because there's the two methods, like Customs and Orbital. They just like print the dual mold, so you don't really get the inside of the legs. You just kind of get this outside area. Whereas me and Raiz, and I think even Nikki now, with their Clone Trooper legs, we're spraying them, so you do cover the inside of the legs as well. So with spraying them, it's a little bit harder to keep it consistent than with pad. Pad is more complicated because of like the toe area trying to get into there, and you have to rotate the leg like 4 freaking ways to get it all around. So it's really just kind of depends. But yeah.
Well, I think that's probably enough for Mon Mothma. What do we think of the minifig? I personally think if we're gonna go any Rise minifig S tier, I think this would be the one.
I was gonna agree. I think S tier.
Well,
you got the fake mold. You've got all the printing. I think the face, Brick Daddy's face, the screen one. I think that one was really cool. I think that was really nice. The metallic blue on the torso, legs, back, everything.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think it was the first one to sell out too. So clearly the popular vote.
Yeah. Understandable that it sold out right away. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are saying this too.
I had only got 3 figures from.
Oh, he said a watered down, so he
probably...
you can't say that anymore.
Yeah. So I I'd only got 3 figures from his wave. It was Inquisitor Cal, Bale, and Mon Mothma.
Okay.
Which before he had announced those, I did plan on doing the Mon Mothma. Oh wow, I'd do that one. And then he announced it. Oh well, it looks great. So yeah, I don't think I've changed anything for it. So I think I really like it. Other than maybe like a hair, but due to cost effectiveness and everything, and going through all that headache of trying to get a custom mold and molding it and all that other kind of stuff, I think for what it is, I think it's great.
Yeah. Next up is Thrawn. Let's see if I can pull up an image of Thrawn, which is another one of the best Rise figures in the wave, in my opinion. It looks better than the Lego version. However, so practicality, people know who this is, obviously, like most people do.
S-tier watered down.
But S-tier watered down. Yeah. That's the comedy he's referring to. Yeah. But I think the thing that makes this not as practical is Lego just released one as well.
Right. Though, of course, with Legos, it's whatever. Still. I would be more apt to compare it to light customs. I myself have light customs. So I did not feel the need to get this one.
Light customs.
Does this one have an alternate face at all?
I believe it does, yes.
Okay. Okay. There I just love the more dynamic faces. So okay, I do like that face. Yeah.
Yeah, here's light custom. Is this the one that you're referring to?
Yeah, that's the one I'm referring to.
Why is this not full screen?
Are you like zoomed in or out or something?
No, here, let me actually, if I go to light custom, wait, hold up.
You'd have to maybe scroll.
I clicked on Google Images, so that's probably why it's so messed up.
So I've got that one. I didn't feel the need to get this one. I feel like this is kind of the one that this Thrawn is kind of the one where most people who didn't get light customs then get this one, because light customs doesn't restock it at all. So it keeps demand keeps the price high, whatever you want to say. Yeah, Light Customs has a lot better value. You get a lot more with it. You get the armored version, you get the younger version, whatever.
Yeah.
This one is just the figure for like half the price. So, you know,
Yeah.
but for those who don't have Light Customs, I think it's the next best option. And that's not to say that this is any better or less than Light Customs. This is from my own consumer standpoint. I prefer that one because that matches the current Melnick template, which is what I have been collecting for the last year and a half, and I don't want to switch or whatever.
Yeah. Can I explain that too? Because I don't think most people know that some people in the custom space have been doing different templates for officers. So sometimes they, like, let's say you buy from a certain brand, and then you buy from another brand, a different like let's say you buy Thrawn from one person, and then you buy Krennic from another guy, and then you realize, oh, these ones have different templates, like the let's say
like the lines down, the belt, the collars, the code cylinders, like all that stuff.
Yeah, so that's gonna all look different
the ranks
for some people.
Right.
Which a lot of people are kind of annoyed with that. So,
which I'd purchased some Thrawn replacement torsos from Nibrix on Instagram. Mayday had really praised them and they looked great, so I bought one. Didn't realize it was a freaking year and a half pre-order, even though it was like ready to ship. And then I'd ordered 2 of them. I got them in, a year and a half later, and I got them. They were so freaking misaligned. It was all freaking doo-doo crap. And I'm like, my freaking God, year and a half for this, charged me $11 for each of these, paid $30 total for 2 of these and ship in for a year and a half later, and this is what I get. I was so pissed off. And I was like, well, because now I'm making stuff, I'll just freaking make them. And I designed it all up and it looked great. Like it looked so good. And then I talked about it with Melnick because I think I was in VC at the time or something. And with Melnick, and he said, well, we could put one out. So I'm like, oh, well, that's great. And then he said, no, never mind. I'm going to do it with Nikki. Okay, whatever. But I was, who's to stop me from making my own? But then I thought, well, I don't want to get into that at all. Because then that means if I start one Imperial, then everybody's going to want to start asking for other Imperials. And I don't want to do other Imperials. I just wanted to fix my thing for my collection. Yeah. But then it's also, who would buy? Because if you've got, like I've said, I've collected Melnick template for 2 years. I want them all to look consistent with each other. So I got to stick with that template. And those who maybe came in much sooner or more recent than me, maybe they've started collecting Rai's template, and now, that's what they're going with. So it all depends on kind of maybe when you come in or just overall what you just think is better. One thing that I would say that Rai's has currently that Melnick doesn't, no shame on Melnick, Orbital, whoever, is just that hip printing. If Melnick and them were to start doing that for every single one, it's a little bit more work. Yeah, that means all these other current officers that you've got are now outdated and you got to throw out like a ton of replacement legs for them. Then do that, or set up some kind of exchange program. I've got so many freaking dual molded legs. I'll send you all my blank ones so you can print them all with hip printing. I'd do that in a heartbeat. I'll pay the shipping off to Germany or wherever. So that's the thing that Rice has over what I would say competition. That I wish that my guys' template would have. So I'm a little bit envious of it.
Yeah. So with all that said, most of what you said kind of actually made me appreciate the minifig less, just because there's so much competition, right? So I feel like that the appeal kind of goes down. It's a very well-designed minifig, but there's so much competition that it's like, is it really better than the competition? It depends. Obviously, it's better than Lego, but not price-wise. And then is it better than Light Custom? that is a really subjective thing.
It is a very subjective, and all of this is all of our subjective views. Whatever my position is does not mean that is the correct one at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, because if you're not first, you got to be better. You know, I mean, how many custom Padmes of Geonosis Padmes had there been before me? I mean, Firestar Toys made one. I'm sure Hall of Bricks made one. American Bricks made one. Brick Tactical made one. GCC made like a replacement torso. So if you're not first, you got to be better somehow. So I mean, Light Customs was, I guess, well, technically Hall of Bricks was first. Their UV, Light Customs comes in their pad. And I believe at that time Melnick had designed the one for Hall of Bricks. And then Melnick had also designed the one for Light Customs, which I think might have also been with Bo-Katan. I don't know. That's year old stuff. But
Bo-Katan is a name we won't be hearing much anymore.
Right. So it was better. So that's is what you then get. So it's what does Raices Thrawn bring to the table that you can't get with another brand, or what makes his better than another brand, kind of deal. So it's all just stuff that the consumer has to weigh.
Yeah, so what are we thinking? I personally was thinking B, but I could also go to C.
I could also be B or C.
Ooh. Chat, we're going to need you.
I mean, the front of it has a lot of colors. It's got black, silver, red, blue, yellow, gold, light gray. It's got lots of colors. So that's excellent. Which, of course, does drive price up a little bit, but also, Light Customs can do the same thing, and its per figure is less. So, but of course, everybody has their own manufacturing costs that is different from everybody else. I think it's just when there's so many others out there that you have to compare it to, what makes this one stand out.
Yeah.
So, because did Brick Daddy just work on the face for this one? Or was this all right? I think Brick Daddy did the face for it.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Let's see what Gio says. Well, meanwhile, it looks like CJ, welcome to the stream, man. Gio says B. Matt also says B. Doesn't really think anything's
right. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all. Like if it was, if it was just like, if it were like the only costume of it, yeah, I'd be picking it up. Yeah, it's just that others came first. And this is all part of Raices. We're going to make every single Imperial. So then everybody who collects this template can get every single figure that they want, which is a great thing to do. Of course, there's nothing wrong with it at all. It's just for me as a consumer, I've already got a custom one that I'm very happy with that comes with 2 other versions as well. So I don't need to buy separate things. And that's just what I've got. And I'm very happy with it. So,
okay. So it looks like Hayes and Gio both said Brick Daddy did the face. And Gio said
I thought so. Yeah, Rai's body, Brick Daddy face. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say B or C.
Okay.
I could do B. Everyone else.
I think most of chat would agree if we do B. I would do, I think B is a good spot for him. Who's this next guy? Is this Cassian?
Yep, Cassian.
Okay. Cassian. I'm going to be honest. It just looks so at first glance, I'm like, it's just this figure.
Right.
Which this is not the exact same figure, guys. This came out like 2 years ago at Brick World Chicago from Orbital
Mayday Figs in Orbital, right?
Yeah, Mayday and Orbital. And look at this. Main difference is look at this.
The wrinkle on the back.
Wrinkle. This one has little wrinkle. This one has big wrinkle. Right there. So that's like the only difference.
But which one is more lore accurate?
Yeah, that's the question.
We need to know which one is best. Google and
more lore accurate. Although, okay, the thing that makes this better, besides the wrinkle maybe being possibly more lore accurate,
is
allegedly,
that hip.
Yep, the hip. That's the thing that sets it apart.
From me.
But to be honest, is it that much better? I don't think so. I don't think this needed to be remade. So that's why I personally didn't pick it up. And full disclosure, Rise is willing to send me minifigures for free. I could have taken the whole wave for free, but I didn't pick up some minifigs because I thought it would not be right for me to get the minifigures that I didn't really feel like I just wasn't, it wasn't appealing for me, or B, I couldn't use them in videos. So when I say couldn't use them in videos, usually that would mean I don't think you guys would enjoy the minifigures. So if I don't like the minifigures and you guys don't like the minifigures, I'm not going to pick it up. If I like the minifig, and maybe I will, the odds are low that I'll use it in a video, but I just want it, then I will pick it up. If I think you guys will like it, maybe. Usually I would like it too, to be honest. So I don't think I've had a case where I'm like, oh, the viewers will like it, so I'll pick it up. I don't really like it, but they I don't think that's usually the case.
So yeah, I'm just looking at orbitals now, and yeah, the only thing that I would say that Raices has as a leg up is just that head printing.
Yeah,
I want my head printing. Melnick, if you're listening, put on some friggin' hips.
Yeah, come on, Melnick.
Print it as the same thing.
That'd be awesome, man. That'd be awesome. Imagine if everyone made like the same kind of style. That would be pretty cool to just imagine all the designers, just all the big people in the custom Lego community who deal with whether they're designers or they deal with people who are designers. Like they make minifigures in one way, shape, or form. They influence this right, the style.
Mm-hmm.
They get in a big Discord call, and they are like, this is gonna be, we gotta design a template that all of us can use to unify the custom Lego community. Right? Wouldn't that be so cool?
It'd be impossible.
Yeah, that would be impossible.
There's so much just contention and tension with everything. But
how many people would that be for starters?
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't even want to think about all of these creators all in one call. Oh my god!
It would not to mention there's probably a lot of tension between some of them.
Going to heck. But it's, I mean, and I hate to bring up negative things about figures at all. And that's not to say figures are bad because it doesn't have this or has this or whatever else. But I mean, it is a market. It is competition. So I hate to bring up things that maybe Raiz doesn't do as well as like Husses or Melnick doesn't do as well as Raiz or like whatever else, you know. But I mean, it's competition is competition. I think competition helps brings people. If you don't have competition, then you're just, you know, you can just put out the same crap and nobody cares. You know, so by having competition, it encourages you to be better. It encourages you to do the best you absolutely can. So in this case, Raiz kind of takes the cake with the hip printing, but I feel like maybe the face a little bit, and it's, again, no shame on Brick Daddy or nothing. I may prefer orbitals more. I noticed this has an additional color, and I mean, I look at the face, yeah, it's Andor. I look at Orbital's face, yeah, it's Andor. I look at Gosler's face for the upcoming Andor pilot, yeah, it's Andor. You know, they're all Andor, they're all different takes on it, but they're all very similar, but they're also all very different. So it's I don't know, but it's a re-release of a figure that's already been made before. So you know,
very subjective, but ultimately, since there's a lot of competition for this minifig, and including purist customs, which might not be 100% accurate, but there's certainly an option. I think I'll rate this one at a D as well.
At a D, ooh, I was gonna say D.
I just think, practically speaking, I don't think there's a lot of reasons to buy it. From a typical, just imagine someone who would just they've been a purist for 10 years, and all of a sudden, for the first time, they finally discovered customs, and they started watching Burricks, and they saw the Andor. They saw this minifig
Bro, I love Chris with Buttrex. His stuff is always the absolute funniest.
Yeah,
I love his stuff.
he has a good place in the community too.
Oh,
him and me
it's
are. I
like a
feel like
unique
are
thing.
we're going top of the funnel kind of to we have to both deal with people who are super uninformed, right?
Right.
And we try to just get them to go further down the funnel, like, hey, ask these guys the question. We're just we don't even review these things. But yeah, I mean, imagine someone just watched their first Buttrex video and it happens to have this guy in it, right? And they're like, they see it, and first off, would they even know? Well, okay, that's kind of every figure. I was gonna say, would they even know that it's not Lego? Well, okay, but once they find out that it's a custom, do you think they're really gonna buy it if they could be like, what if I just like put like an Imperial officer torso with my official Cassian Andor head on it, like plop some dual molded legs on it, like they wouldn't notice some of the things that we are noticing, like this, for example, the hips. That's a subtle thing.
The casual fan, the casuals, the posers don't realize the intricacies of our Lego block.
Oh my gosh. Welcome, Whiskey. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who wouldn't notice things like that at first glance. So I think for that reason, it's not as broadly appealing. And that's kind of the market that I address in my videos is just, let's say, if it's a minifigure that Lego has already made, or they've already made a version of it, like they've already made a version of Cassian. If I present a custom version, it has to be distinctly different and improved. And this one, purists would just be like, well, I can make my own for $0 because I have all the similar parts in my collection. So I'm not gonna spend the money.
Right. So, and well, once you start to make the same thing over and over again, I mean, like you see it with clones, you see it with Imperials, because they're like, you know, take away whatever special markings, they're all the same. You know, I mean, how many other Imperial officers have a gray torso, black dual molded boots, a belt with silver boxes on it, a low rank, and a code cylinder, you know, and like a hat? How many of them have that? So between this and any other officer, what are the changes? Maybe a change in wrinkles, the change in the rank, a change in code cylinder, and then like the face, and that's it. So it's really hard to rate a type of figure like that very high, because it's not, I mean, you make your first Imperial template, you pretty much got it. You got your belt, you got, you know, pretty much the thing for your ranks. Code cylinders, you know, once you make a design, copy, paste, move, whatever. So I can't rate it high. I mean, yeah, it looks great for what it is, but it's, I mean,
it's just the practicality.
It's another Imperial officer, you know, which is, you know, we got a million of them at this point. Melnick and Nikki are putting them all out. Orbital's putting them all out. Raiz is putting them all out. Even if you look at non-our exclusive customs area, Hall of Bricks, Minifig Co., like everyone's making Imperial officers, you know. And it's the difference between this and Eli Vanto. He's got a hat, a different face, a different rank, and a code cylinder, and that's it. You know,
Eli.
Yeah, hold on, wait. Yeah, go back to Eli. Does he? Oh yeah. So yeah, little thing. Wait, go. Yeah, a little wrinkle over here, and then wait, go back. So yeah, little wrinkle over here, 2 down here, and then what does his back look like?
Oh, the back.
Okay, little wrinkle on the other side. Oh yeah, so I'm glad that they are changing that, which is
it's really like a mirror image almost.
It's not necessary, but I'm glad that they did that.
Yeah.
So I mean, they just reflected it.
Minimal changes is the point.
Minimal change, whatever.
So it's a well-designed minifig.
Yeah, it's well-designed, but it
really have as much appeal to probably the general public.
Right, and also it's been made before, you know. Which, yeah. So I would say B or C.
Okay. Yeah, I am gonna say, I don't know. I initially said D. you're saying B or C. I could compromise with you and do C.
That's fine. C's fine.
Okay. Next up we got Krennic. Okay, Krennic is exciting because practicality meter on me is going bonkers right now because I actually got to look up the Bricklink price on this because how much is this? Is this minifig 30 something or?
I think I bought my Krennic back when he was like 50, maybe 50 or 60, but that was before Death Star and all this other stuff.
Okay, I gotta look up. Well, I'm talking about the price of the custom.
Okay.
Let me just look it up real quick, just so I can get my facts straight. So I'm looking up the price of both the official version and so Rise is $25 and the official one, let me just sort by condition new because you got to compare new to new. USA, let me actually share this part of my screen too. And it looks like what?
Click on price guide. Click on price guide.
Well, yeah, I guess price guide we could just
it is like one of the yeah.
So minimum last price 6 months, is 58.
So we'll look at the last 6 months on the left. Last 6 months.
Last 6 months. Yeah, so it looks like average price would be 50, so 60. Right. You are almost saving
half. And granted, this isn't that exact one because this has the ceremonial stuff too with it.
Yeah.
But
I guess so. But the typical person just saying just Krennic to Krennic. Like you just want to get any Krennic minifig.
We're comparing Krennics here.
Yeah. So you're literally buying this is half the price.
Right.
That's a darn good deal, especially considering
it is a great deal.
This is kind of what would you call it? Handcrafted? Is it okay to call it handcrafted even though it's pad printing? You know, I like to call it handcrafted if it requires design, like intricate design, right?
A lot of attention to the design work, right?
Yeah, so that's what I mean by handcrafted, and compared to Legos, it's just. Like it has the printing on the hips again. It has so much more.
That is my favorite thing that Rice's Imperials have got. It's got all the hip printing. Rice, keep it up.
And even if this was, let's say it happened to look slightly worse than the Lego version, you're still paying half the price. Which this actually. Right. I think
that is comparing it to the Lego Krennic, which came out in 2018, or was it 2016? Rogue One came out in 2016. I think Solo came out in 2018. Yeah, because that came out between Force Awakens and Last Jedi. Yeah, so Rogue One came out like 2016. So you're talking a 10-year-old figure, which I mean, and of course, many of the people who are buying Legos like this aren't in the custom space. So I think comparing this to other Krennics is a great area to also kind of see where they're at. Orbital has Krennic torsos. I don't think he sells full Krennics, but he sells torsos, and he sells heads. And then you just got to provide the parts for the rest. So, or maybe he does sell a regular Krennic, and he also sells additional torsos. I think that might have been what it is.
I think we kind of talked about the design a little bit, like both before when we were first looking at the minifig, and also when we kind of talked about broad like Imperial officer stuff. So with that said, I think the other factor that we also just discussed would just basically be the practicality of the minifig, which is really practical considering it's been so long that Lego has made it, and this just is cheaper. So with that said, I feel like this is at least A. I'd even be okay with putting it in S.
I'd say A tier. So with I mean, it does have a lot more going on than just Imperial officer. I mean, it's got the additional code stuff like up at the top, which you got to have it. It looks great. So what sets this one apart from other Krennics, whether it's Lego or Orbital or whatever, is that additional ceremonial thing with it.
Yeah.
So that's what sets that apart. So
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I just saw the mock stop. I'm guessing you're asking who is PTC.
Who are
He
you?
designs his
Oh,
own
bro,
custom
I'm just a
minifig.
guy who talks a lot. That's all it is.
Do I still?
I don't know anything. He just kind of saw me, just kind of pulled me in.
Let me see if I can pull up a link to your website real quick, and so I can send like this. This is his website. If you want to check out his website, that'll pretty much give you all the info you'll need to know on the minifigs he makes. So PTC, there's his website. Even if you don't have like Instagram, you can access that too. Because there we go. So that's like those are the minifigures that he makes. So very high quality pad printed minifigs. So he has the expertise. So that's why I have him on the stream to kind of help discern, right?
That's the only reason. Once stream ends, I mean, he blocks me again. It's
once the stream ends. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I have to buy a membership to get back on.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, guys, that totally happens. Just like how I'm 6'7" feet tall.
6'7".
Yeah, 6'7", guys. I'm proud that I know what 6'7" means, or the lack of what it means.
I had to Google that.
I did actually have to Google
what
it as well.
What does 6'7" mean? And they said, "Oh, that's just a thing you say." I'm like, "What the heck does that mean?"
It's like, it literally says it doesn't have an inherent meaning. And I'm like, oh yes, easy peasy. I can just like whenever someone says something about numbers, I can be like 6'7". Yeah. I'm hilarious, guys. Don't even have to think about it.
So yeah, I'd say that's another A tier. But we'll see what Gio says. I don't know if Hayes is still in.
Oh, now that I think of it, I think he's more practical than Cal. I might put it even above Cal.
Above Cal.
Yeah.
We gotta keep going through these. It's already 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I feel like we might just once we finish GCC, then we'll stop.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we just gotta quicken it up. So
yeah, we gotta quicken it up.
It's like A. Okay, it's like A. All right,
another Imperial officer,
another Imperial officer.
Yeah. This guy very prevalent in the show. Very practical minifig.
Yeah, I mean,
but not as good as other ones.
Yeah, I feel like the face is a little bit hard to translate into Lego, so it kind of leaves me a little bit at the face. I was like, okay, yeah, like I think that's part of gas. I think that's just what it is. So, which I think this is a Rai's face. I think. I don't think it's Brick Daddy.
Oh, is it?
I think it's Rai's.
Confirmation
from the Rai's Glazers. Confirmation. Hayes and Gio, I'm looking at you. Rai's Glazers come in clutch.
It's like
Rai's only. I knew it was Rai's. I knew it was Rai's. So
Rai's only.
Yeah, Rai's only. So I mean, again, what's different between this and the other officer? Different rank, another code cylinder, different face.
I would say it goes above Cassian for sure. B.
Above Cassian?
What?
I don't know.
No, you're joking. You're joking. There's no way he goes below Cassian.
I don't know. If it was between the two, if you said you can only choose one, I'm choosing Cassian over Partagaz. If I did not have any other Lego Imperials customs, if I didn't have any other Lego Imperial customs in my collection, if I had to choose between the two, I'd choose Cassian.
That's fair. That actually, yeah. Crazy. Well, in that specific scenario, yes.
What makes it above Cassian?
So, remember how Cassian, everyone like made him?
Yeah.
And you can also make a purist version. You can't do it as much with this guy.
That is true.
So that's why I put him above Cassian, because Cassian is just so easy in my opinion.
Only just above, though. Only just above.
Okay. He's a tier above, but only barely above.
Subjective, Gio, subjective. I think Andor looks more like Andor than Partagaz looks like Partagaz, I think.
Okay, now this is going to be interesting because I was expecting Gio to be actually in this call at the time to maybe keep you accountable. Now it's just me and you, and we are going through which
right.
version of
Micah, I'm gonna need you to mute. All right, guys. These figures.
No. I believe the first one is this version of Padme, the non-Sandy. But oh my gosh, man. We literally have the maker of this minifig right here. What do you say? S tier, probably?
I think it's crap.
F tier.
F.
That's right. I can go one of two ways. The first way, S tier. Second way,
I'm only going to look at this figure comparing to other figures. Because if I just say, "Oh yeah, this is a great figure," what have I got to stand on? I feel like you got to compare it to other figures. Notable ones. I mean, and I hate to compare brands, but again, it is competition. But it's a friendly space, but it is competition. Compare it to Firestar Toys Padme, compare it to American Bricks Padme, compare it to Orbital's Padme, compare it to GCC's replacement covered torso Padme. The difference between me and Firestar is Firestar did a plastic cape. It was a molded one that I think they had sprayed. It was UV printed. So
yours is just better in like almost everywhere. Let's be honest.
I agree with it. I agree with that statement. Not to bash on Firestar Toys at all, but we are Pad. We've got a cloth cape, which I thought was very necessary.
I know. Hold up. Let's cut to the chase. I know you want me to say this, and I am gonna say it not just because you're here, but because I actually believe it, and I'm gonna put it in S. In fact, above Mon Mothma, because
I don't care whatever you put it in. I'm just looking at what other brands you look at it, and again, it is subjective. Like I'll talk about Orbitals. Orbital came up with a Padme very close to us. Like just after us. But of course, I mean, we've both been in the works of our own projects for months. But one thing that Orbital did was they just had like a regular kind of cape that was beige, whereas we had a custom cape. And maybe that one was custom, but it was of the shape that Lego does. One thing that they did was their arm, which they did print white on it for the Light Nougat torn arm, it was up more. It was like just like this top portion, which is maybe more movie accurate. But we went with like a fake dual mold arm, which is how Lego would do it. So that was kind of a different thing that we had. Another thing that was different was they had two versions available, the covered version and the torn version. Whereas we'd opted to include the additional torso so you can choose how you want to display it. Another thing was they included a Brick Arms blaster. We included a Lego blaster. So we definitely go off of more of how would Lego make the figure versus how would maybe more customs make the figure. So that was just kind of our different approaches, which is very interesting to see.
Yeah. I'm gonna just put both of them in S and like
Okay.
Replay Gang might be able to call me out on this by being like, huh, aren't you putting this in S because PTC is on the panel and on the stream? But I literally bought this with my own money. I think this is the only figure on here that I actually bought with my own money?
Did you just recently place an order?
I bought Valorum as well.
Okay. So yeah, and I'm sure if I'd have to check back out on your Instagram to see what all you're doing with customs. But since you're kind of getting into it, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I'm sure we can work something out.
Hey, after this stream, man.
All right, we'll work something out. But I need you to be as committed as Gio and Hayes. I need you. In order to be watered down, you got to go into a pool.
I gotta be as committed to you,
Micah.
As Hayes and Gio are committed to Rise, right?
Yeah, you gotta be so committed. Loyalty. S tier everything. It is so peak. It is so peak.
Oh, okay. Next PTC minifig, guys, is I don't have images of it. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
This one would be very useful to have images for, but
I mean, you just go to my website.
Yeah. Or on your website, honestly. Okay, so
exactly, Hayes.
okay, so this one, I'm not gonna lie. So since I am big Star Wars guy and I don't play Marvel Rivals, I was not really interested in buying this minifig, but that doesn't prevent me from seeing the beauty of this minifig.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look at this is the best picture in my opinion, right? Because you get to see the best parts of the minifig, in my opinion, shown off. So you get to see the accents of the hair. What do you call it? Like the highlights of the accents of the hair.
Yeah, like highlights of it.
And you get to see the intricacies of the legs, of the arm printing looks nice too. Just it's such a complex. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize he had abs until now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that is a thing that and of course everyone's always critical of their own work. Everyone's their own worst critic. That is to be dark red, like you see on the feet. I think it just doesn't look that way right now because it's not like blocked off kind of thing. Down on the feet, it's very thick. You very much see that. Whereas like there on the torso, because of everything else that's going on, I think it's not as noticeable. So that's maybe where instead of just doing a straight dark red, maybe it would be, we have to darken it up a little bit kind of thing. But it's a learning thing for next time. But
I think it doesn't need, the abs don't need to be visible. Because
like on the card is more noticeable.
They distract from the design, right?
Right, because like if you look at the bottom image, like on the card, yeah, like you can see the artwork of the abs there a little bit more clearer because, of course, that is like a digital paint kind of thing. So, but I think beyond that, I don't think there's, and maybe like one other thing, I wouldn't really change anything else about the figure.
Yeah, it looks so good. So I don't know if I don't know if I even have the right to rank this because I don't feel like I'm the right demographic for it, but I still appreciate the fact that it's so artistically made. It's like probably could I say the most difficult minifig to make on here? I mean, the golden clone is probably okay. So the clone part is but the chroming process, I don't know.
GCC's made so many clones before. It's
the difficult part would be the chroming
overall
process.
isn't the draw to that figure is that it's gold chrome. Beyond that, it's just a clone. And, and the helmet
actually, let's just imagine it's just a chrome piece.
It's
all right?
which one is easier chrome to figure make? With the same design, with the same place that they've been using for the last 3-4 years, and that's it. So
yeah, okay, you sold me. I think this is the hardest.
Let's talk about the GCC clone. So I'm kind of skipping ahead a little bit, but as the chat, what do you think of this?
Yeah, what do you guys think, chat?
Anyone here play Marvel
I really
Rivals?
don't know. Like I would put it as for the complications of designing, like with how complex it is, but I would put it like lower because I'm not my personal bias of not being appealed to it because I don't play Marvel Raw. I'm not the right demographic. All right. So I don't want to be biased against it. I also don't want to be biased toward it because I literally have PTC here as well. So, and PTC, I don't feel like, okay, Tony, I don't think you can you can rate your own minifigs, but I don't know if people will the chat might not take you seriously if you say it's S or something. Are you staring at me?
Chat? You rating it S? No.
Okay. It says A, that's a good start. What do we think in chat? A or B? let me show up some images again. No, I just closed the images. Why did I do that? I don't know why I keep doing that. Here we go. Here's some images again. This is probably the one that sells it the most. I wish my computer didn't instantly make it full screen, but here we go. I don't know if no one else says anything. I might just put it. Hold up, let me see the other options. I think. Nah, it's got to go to S.
S. Yeah. Let's bring it down to A.
Bring it down to A. Okay. I'm gonna do top A because just
GFL
looking at it
Street.
next to Bale. If I had it in person, looking next to it with Bale, I don't know. It just seems like a better minifig design wise.
Right. It does have a lot going on.
Yeah. Although, yeah, I guess you could also argue that simplicity is also something to be respected too. I don't know, and that's something Bale has more of his simplicity. I don't know. So they both have. It's so subjective. Let's just move on to the next one.
Monsieur Finis Valorum.
Yes, I'm trying to pull him up, but my mouse is glitching. What the heck? Okay, here we go. Now it pulled up. I'm like, is my stream about to crash? I think my mouse is just bugging. Here we go. So Valorum, of course, my favorite from your recent drop. Valorum A tier. Let's see. I would put okay. So comparing this to Spider-Man,
look at that hand. That hand's not pushed in all the way. See. Here, figures come unassembled.
It's not pushed in
all the way.
No. But I think this is my favorite of your wave, so I would have to put it. Oh, hold up. But that's because I already have Padme. If Padme came out this wave, I would put Padme above Valorum personally. Because I just have more appeal to I think Padme's a cooler character. So that's why I would like be biased toward her.
Mm-hmm.
Design wise though, this minifigure is I think more intricate and harder, more difficult to design, and it looks so mesmerizing to look at. Although the legs on Padme, this one doesn't have I'm pointing the wrong way. This one doesn't have the fake dual molded legs because it doesn't need to. Because that's if it had fake dual molded legs, then that would just be inaccurate. So wow, Hayes says F tier now. Wow, that's crazy. That's a crazy statement. The fact that's coming from one of my mods too. I don't know, bro. Might want to reconsider your. No, I'm kidding. Oh, Blitz, welcome to the stream. Welcome. So yeah, I would say my opinion on this would be. I think I'm putting it high A, highest A.
High A. All right.
What do you guys think? Actually, okay, PTC. Where would you put it in relation to your other minifigs?
To my other minifigs, I just got to think about just the figure alone because all of my stuff comes with so many cool accessories.
Yeah, it's just the figure alone.
I'm suffering from success, guys. My figures come with so many other cool things. It's hard to rank them. I would say Padme's cooler than Valorum. Valorum, he was one that I wanted to make a while. I wanted to make him all the way back in November. I had already bought parts for him. Spider-Man or Valorum? Spider-Man or Valorum?
Oh yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man or Valorum?
Spider-Man of Alarm.
I think Spider-Man is pretty cool. Here, wait, I've got him in front of me. I can look at him here.
Yeah. Show him to the camera too. Oh, oops. I'm showing
Here you
the
go,
wrong-
guys. This is the one that we took the website photo with. You can see because he's angled.
Ooh, he still has the same angle.
Same angle still. So this is the one that we took with the website. Oh man. Honestly,
Heck yeah.
oh man, they're just so good. They're just both so pretty to look at. Spider-Man's got so many colors going on, but Valorum's he's got all the metallic blue. It's literally coin flip. I can't.
It's like ranking your favorite kids.
I know, but at least with the kids, you actually have a secret
Which kid do
favorite.
I like better?
You know, with the kids, you actually do have a favorite. You just tell them you don't.
Dude.
Man, you know, this kid didn't break the lamp. You know?
Crosshair, everyone said
man.
he chose Valorum because he doesn't care that much for Marvel Rise. So
Yeah.
another
Spider-Man
person
S tier, no bias.
he's just like me. He's like biased towards Star Wars.
There you are. I mean, they're both just so pretty to look at, I think.
Ooh, okay. Blitz actually came just in time because he's like a superhero guy. I think he's more
Oh, is
DC.
he?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Blitz, but he also likes Spider-Man. He just likes superheroes in general.
Very cool.
Spider-Man S tier, no
Because like
bias.
Spider-Man's got so much more going on with him. Valorum, I mean, he's, you know, a lot of it's also very cool. I don't know.
Mhm.
I can't. Beth, which do you think is cooler, Spider-Man or Valorum? Here they are for you. Gotta ask the fiance.
Yeah, let's see.
Has a lot more colors, but I like Star Wars more than one.
Oh my gosh, you gotta choose one. She says
She's having
Spider-Man's
trouble too?
very cool. He's got a lot more going on, but I like Star Wars more than Marvel. So
Okay, so it's the biased approach again, kind of like me. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so we're saying
just
Valorum.
looking at design. We're just looking at design.
And Spider-Man.
Then Spider-Man. She says Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. All right, I'm still gonna keep the ranking the way it is.
That's fine.
But yeah, I was just curious. Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't decide. I mean, Padme, I feel like just trumps them. Because I mean, with Valorum, there'd be a thing I'd go back and change. With Spider-Man, I'd make sure that muscle detail was darker. But with Padme, I think there's nothing I can change. I think it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's nothing I would change with her.
Dang. I think honestly we probably should end the tier list here. We've been going for
End it
almost 3
there.
hours, so I don't want to keep you too long. But actually let me give you guys a full what? You can do this kind of view? Full screen view of the tier list? What the heck?
No, yeah. So Will did that the other day. No, I swear to God, he had he said, "Oh, like I clicked the full view, which was like that left button. He clicked the middle one that was reset, which blew away everything. Which that was with the stream with was that with the guys off in UK?
Oh,
Was that one
it
where you guys were tiering things? I thought
cool.
he made a whole
It
tier
might have been-
list.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I think it was with those guys that were off in the UK that you guys did like the joint stream with.
Yeah, that might have been.
Or it was like the battle
Oh,
thing.
here's the full screen.
There.
There we go. But
Or
yeah.
did we want to speed run, have it all done within 10 minutes kind of thing?
I don't think we'll be able to do that.
Will
I
we
don't
be
know.
able to?
Now we only have 7 minutes.
Well, we got to get going.
Yeah, I don't know. We won't be able to probably break those. I mean, with how much we've been pausing and being like, okay, but hold up, we got to talk about this.
I know.
It's been
God,
like
I
I don't
just
know
love
if we'll be able
talking
to
about
get through all
plastic
these.
figures. I cannot wait for Brick Road Chicago again. I'm counting the minutes.
Guys, I love plastic. I love yes.
I love plastic so much. I like it in my food. I like it in my central nervous system, my digestive tract. I like it in my
plastic. I like it micro.
Yeah, exactly. Plastic best served shaken or micro.
Ooh, okay. We could spend the rest of this stream actually looking at the Discord. That's what we could do.
Looking at the Discord.
Yeah,
What's
maybe end it
happening
at
in the
3
Discord?
hours. We did promise to, at least I did. Tony didn't promise. I didn't.
Oh, look
I
at
didn't
others
force him into
ranking.
promising this, but I said that I would look at.
Oh yeah,
these.
2 other rankings. All right, let's check them out.
Yeah. So this is Reaper. This is Reaper's list. So
Reaper.
we didn't rank some of these, but for the ones that we did rank, Thrawn as #1 spot is crazy. And Cassian.
I'm looking at
Also-
my figures. What the heck?
Wait.
Okay.
No, he's doing this just for that.
That's
He's
so,
got to be doing
that's
this.
so
for
trolling. That is so
attention.
trolling.
Oh, wait, yeah, absolute troll.
That is
Because
absolute troll.
every single
um,
Mike and Ike viewer would put Golden Clone at S tier.
Oh, that
So
is
he's trolling.
such a troll. You just got to
Okay,
reverse
this is a
it.
reverse list, I'd assume.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
probably
Not-
really loves the Golden Clone. He loves majority of your minifigs. Looks like he also likes a lot of Rise minifigures and hates some
Yeah.
Rise minifigs.
Those
and
3
Bora.
classic figures, I don't do the classic stuff, so I'm not all that interested. I can appreciate the print of the
Yeah.
head parts for like Kit Fisto and for Shock T. I can appreciate the print on those and the design for them.
Yeah.
But I think it's fine for what it is, but I'm not a classic guy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that makes sense.
those would not have been high on my list.
Yeah.
But
Classic
that's all just due to
is I would probably prefer modern over classic, unless if it comes to OG clones.
yeah.
But yeah,
So, with the Shock T, I wonder if because I looked at Orbital's site, which I was going to participate in the Orbital drop. I had Shock T, I had like a couple trench coats in, and I was going to be good. But then I saw just that shipping, $13 in shipping, $8 in duties for a $42 Shock T, for a $15 trench coat. It was too much. I'm not doing it.
yeah,
was too
that's
much.
a lot of money.
I skipped it.
Yeah, let's see Hayes's. Okay.
Jesus.
Oh, he has like a full-on reasoning for it. Wait, did Reaper also? Oh, he says I don't know what I'm doing.
All right.
Rated
Well,
based
yeah,
on
let's check out Hayes's. Let's check
likely
out
to be
Hayes's.
made by Lego. Oh,
Wait, what did he say?
Reaper, are you in the chat? Okay, so he said based on likely to be made by Lego.
Oh, so he thinks that Padme,
Yeah, okay.
that version of Padme is not likely to be made by Lego.
Probably not remade.
Maybe like I don't know.
Okay, Golden Clone makes a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah,
of sense.
that's
Lego
for sure not.
Never.
Yeah,
make
Shock
a
T would be
Golden Clone.
made. I wish they make it from another freaking Kit Fisto. Yeah, they made it Thrawn.
Hmm.
I feel like that ceremonial Krennic would not be likely at all.
Hmm.
Those
Yeah.
clones, none of them would be made by Lego.
Yeah, I don't know why all these are in. Well, Imperial Code. No, they probably.
No,
wouldn't.
you're talking 40
yeah, all these
seconds of
probably not.
screen time. Well, no, never mind. He had the full episode, but
Hmm.
so all right. Well, let's check out Hayes's.
It's kind of yeah. Hayes.
So what's his reasoning for it all?
Hayes, you're still in the chat. Why
Oh
don't you?
wait, I could just read it on my own.
Yeah, slam dunk as usual for. Let me see if I can. Can I pull this up in 2-7? Hayes, can you like copy and paste it one by one in the chat? Because I can't like read them both at the same time. I'm gonna be like this the whole time.
Oh no. So I can do that. Yeah. So you keep that up, and I'll.
Oh,
and
you're
I
gonna
can
read
them.
it.
I can read
Okay.
them.
Yes.
All
Okay. Cal.
So, first, Raiz, slam dunk as usual. Already have everything in hand, and it is easily one of my favorite waves of all time.
Dang. That's all you said about Rise? Did he say anything specific about each minifig? Or is it just each company?
He said the aftermath. No, he has not said anything else about Rise.
Okay. So let's just go over the Rise minifigures then. So Cal. Okay, all of these Rise minifigures in S, I pretty much agree with. Like,
Yeah, I think the
can
only
see
one
why.
that I think the Bale and the Cow were both. I think Cal was S. I think the Bale was high A, and I think the Thrawn we had at
Mhm.
B.
Yeah, Thrawn is a little iffy, but I can definitely see why
Yeah,
he put it in S. And then
yeah.
Mon
All the
Mothma and
other
the Krennic.
Imperials are all down at B.
Yeah, these are
Because it's just
properly placed.
different. Yeah, I think they're pretty properly placed. Once you start just making those kind of like grunt type figures, it's a little bit less outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And then
yeah.
what's the next one he says?
Next one, PTC, all very exceptional, beautifully crafted stuff, but will probably only pick up the Padme restock since I will already be broke by the end of the day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
End of the day, I was before everyone else. What the heck? I
Oh,
was at 1, everyone else is at 2.
He's gonna do one
Hayes,
clean purchase,
Hayes,
and then he's
straight
gonna
fibbing
he
over
was gonna
here.
be
Straight
like,
fibbing.
okay, at 3 p.m. CST or whatever time zone he's in, I'm gonna place an order on every single website. That's probably his
Yeah.
thought process. I don't
Tom
know.
had quite a day today.
Oh my
He had
gosh,
so
yeah.
much. BCC yesterday was Momo, and today, Rice, me, everybody else.
Yeah, don't mind the banner that's scrolling on the bottom, guys. And also don't click the link in the description to Tom's website.
I'll never
So-
use your code, Micah. You want to know why?
Why?
Because typing Fred in the discount is so much easier.
Bro.
That's the go-to code I always do. I type in
What?
4 letters. Yeah. I type
Wait.
in Fred. That's it.
Oh, I can't even beat that by just going with my name. Like,
No, you have to do
Well,
like Nike or something. I don't know.
I could be Mick. Code Mick. Yeah, I beat you by 1 letter. I don't know.
Yeah. So that because I'm always in a rush with those, so I'm always easy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he rated your minifigs pretty high.
Yeah, he rated them exceptionally well, but he was broke by the end of the day. So fake
Yeah.
fan, we got a poser in chat. No. And the next up, Orbital. Starkiller is amazing. I'll definitely pick him up, but I will skip on the Shock T. I would rather skip Starkiller and get Shock T. Right now, I've got American Brick Shock T. I've never had a Shock T before. I've got American Bricks. And I mean, it's, you get past the knockoff replica part, and I think it's really good. The design-wise and everything, it's great. Call me a shill or whatever. But yeah, I get a couple knockoffs. I do. I like them.
Honestly, I think if you're gatekeeping knockoffs, you're like just not open-minded, probably.
Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta find good ones. Like, remember the one stream when I actually turned it into a video where I just bought a bunch of knockoffs and from AliExpress, and majority of them were bad because I didn't do any research, but some of them were actually decent. Like Jabba the Hutt, it was okay actually. It was actually good because it was a lot cheaper than Lego. And then you get to some companies like Republic Customs is another good one. So American Bricks and Republic Customs, both some of their minifigures are just actual really like pretty darn good minifigs. And if they printed on official parts, I mean, oh my goodness,
they're so affordable.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, take a look at this. I mean, my second next favorite theme beyond Star Wars is the castle stuff. I love that stuff. But like, come on, unblur. Like,
oh yeah, you can kind of see it a little bit.
There you are. You can see it there.
Oh
my
like
God.
phasing in and out.
I know. Well, once I actually have an actual area, I'll be able to really kind of do this. Man.
You got once you get the epic streaming setup,
Yeah, the epic streaming setup. There you are. You get to see my mess. All right. So So yeah, here you are. Like it uses like the Dragonborn Paladin like armor piece, but it's printed like for the Black Falcons and everything. Like it's just so cool. I love it. So this is the full base AliExpress figure, but I mean,
Dang.
you know, so like it's got like some back leg printing on it, which is that's fine. I typically don't do that, but this one came with it, so is what it is. But yeah, I mean, I absolutely love it. I think it's really cool. So
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. It really just kind of beefs up your castle scene a little bit. Or it's like the black and white Lego cow. He's $50, bro. I ain't spending $50 on a cow, bro. I can get it for $1 off of AliExpress. Are you kidding me? It's the same darn freaking thing. You
Yeah.
know? And I can get
Especially
a
when
brown
it's
one, and I can
so
get a
much
beige one, and I can
cheaper.
get a whatever else. Like,
It's
my
so
Lord.
cheaper. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta
You
tank
just
the
gotta
hit.
get over that hump where it's
Yeah.
only pure genuine. I'm gonna use as many genuine parts as my stuff as absolutely possible. But I've got one figure this winter that's gonna have to use a replica part. Just because it's Lego has like the mold and everything, but doesn't make it in the specific color that I need it in. So I have to go with a replica.
Or it's like, oh, do I want to buy this part that came in one particular set that was $60 at the time and it came out 10 years ago?
Right.
Oh, that part is now $200 a piece.
Right.
Well, now
like-
my minifigure is going to go from $35 to $235.
Right. Yeah. Like the freaking goats from the old medieval set, which I actually had that set. So I had the 2 spotted goats. I could have sold both and made $80. But I still got them. I kept them. But it's it's just whatever. So it's just kind of weighing that kind of stuff. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, but the Orbital, the Star Killer, again, you're not the first to do it. You got to compare it with other people. AV Figs and Jacob Kaiser put out a Star Killer. So I think it's all right. I don't know. The face is designed by Gosler. I feel like this is one where maybe the face isn't really striking to me. Like it's still well designed and everything, but it's not really like yes kind of thing. So I was gonna pass on this. So but yeah, he's a Star Killer is amazing. I would definitely pick him up, but I would skip on the Shock T. I think the Shock T is cool. I almost grabbed that over the American Bricks one. But yeah, I mean it's really good. So next up, GCC, complete L wave puking emoji. Complete L wave puking emoji. The only OK fig is the clone assassin, but I will not be picking it up.
Dang.
Yeah.
That is like the inverse of me. So I think the assassin is the least appealing one for me because I just don't get it.
Yeah, I'm there with you. It's very well designed for what it is. Kamino completely knocked it out the park with it.
It looks
I have
good.
no history at all with the character. It is, I believe, it's just from some niche comic book.
Yeah.
And I never read it, so I've got no attachment to it, so I'm not picking it up.
Yeah. Basically all the clones you put in C are my top minifigures from the wave, I believe.
Because that one is what? Is that one Devis?
Yeah, Devis.
Yeah, Devis.
Cody, I don't appreciate as much.
And why is it a V3?
It's like
you fix the headbands and you fix something on the arm? Sell the freaking arm separately. Sell the freaking helmet separately. Don't sell a freaking $25 fig if you're fixing 2 parts of it. My Lord.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like how it takes so long to get it right. I mean, I get that they're trying
always
to improve,
coming out with V2, V3,
at
V4,
least,
V5.
at the very least, I'd like to see a little bit of time in between, kind of like almost where people are like asking for a re-release, and then instead of re-releasing it, they're like, oh, let's update it instead and make it more accurate. So that would be kind of nice.
Like they just updated Fox for like the 3rd time. and they fixed something on his arm, and I think they fixed something on his torso. Why are you releasing a whole new Fox figure and not just that part? I got your Fox figure before. If you've only updated these 2-3 parts, why can I not just get those 2-3 parts? I don't want to spend another $25 for a whole other figure, and now I have the correct figure, and now I have an incorrect figure, which now I can't sell because it is incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
Sell the part to fix it. So that is a creative difference between me and the GCC.
Yeah, definitely.
Lord.
Different philosophies there.
It is completely different philosophies. Or like it's another one is like light customs. You sell out in 5 seconds for Dove and Hawk for your DC fig. Nobody can get one. You made 40 of the darn figs. You know everybody's looking at your crap. Even all the Star Wars fans are getting your DC stuff. Why aren't you stocking more? And that's just because, what I believe that they want to keep the demand up. They want to keep the supply low. So everyone's talking about it, whatever else. So it's, like right now, as it's like Padme on my site, first time, sold that in 10 seconds. Well, I got to restock. Not everyone got one. Now I've restocked it and it's still in stock. I'm not going to do another restock. This is it. You want a Padme? Get it now. So
I have a theory now, which this is a topic switch, but I have a theory now on the golden clone. So I think I have a theory that
you can almost see GCC's room looking in the Chrome.
Oh, yeah. If you look, there's some text right there. There's wait, is that your shot?
Oh my God! Oh, you can so zoom in on this. My God! Yo, Sean's face reveal. We got him. We got him, boys. We got his
whole face, but that's crazy, dude.
Man, you really zoomed in on that. That's a high quality photo.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that quality.
Yeah, I didn't even. Wow, I didn't even realize. I thought his face was right. Actually, that is his face as well. Yeah. I was like, I thought his face was right there. It actually is.
Is that an iPhone 17 Pro Max?
No way. No way. Yeah, whatever phone it is, it's a black phone. It's blending in. But I have a theory with this minifig. And that is, I think, what are the odds that Yoshan was just watching YouTube and he chose to watch one of my videos with the golden clones, and he was like, that's a pretty good idea. And he's like, well, Micah's making it with decals. His process isn't very refined, which I'm saying that myself right now. My process is, it's decals and spray painting, decals, DIY, inconsistency, and not pad printed and not properly chromed, And Yoshan was probably like, this is a good idea, Micah. Why don't I try to do it but better? And honestly, I respect that if that's the case. If that's the case or not, what I don't know. But if that is the reason, dude, Yoshan, if you're seeing this, hey, I respect the heck out of that. If that's the reason. If not, if that's your own original idea, just as cool. But yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool just to be like, hey, you know the golden GCC minifigs?
Yeah,
I may or may not have inspired that, guys.
So that means you get one for free, right?
Actually, I am getting one for free. I think. Wait, I don't know if I requested this one or the Stormy.
Wait, who are you getting it through?
Yoshan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can't remember if I requested
tell him to hit me the frick up. I almost willed out for a second.
Dang.
No, I almost like slipping up language wise, but I caught myself. Yeah. I caught myself.
Good job.
I need to teach Will
like some a Christian Minecraft server. Except
some self-restraint.
Actually, because I'm a Christian, so
yeah. Will needs to get some self-restraint.
Yeah,
someone says you can see his address on the left side of the visor.
What the heck?
I know. Are we gonna dox him right now?
I don't know if I even want. I assume it's a joke, but if it isn't,
Zoom
I don't
in,
want
zoom in, Micah. What are you, a coward?
Wait, left side of the visor. No, it's a joke. That's funny because there's nothing on the left side of the. Oh wait, no.
Well, I see something. What is that? What is that? 1, 2. Oh wait, that's the underside of plates. So is that all?
No, you can see. Yeah, you can just see a big plate right there.
Yeah.
The only
So we
thing
just gotta
that's
have that as
actually
some kind of light
right
box.
here is this, and that is unreadable at this point. That is so distorted.
Oh well, that's Chinese. Wait, guys, I think I just figured it out. GCC is based in China.
What? No way! No one knew that.
Shot. No shot.
I thought it was an American company. That's crazy.
All right.
Okay, guys, I think,
all right, next one. Next one.
Enough in this stream, guys.
All right. Last two. Bricks and Figs. Actually, one of my favorite waves by Bricks and Figs. I'll definitely pick up the End or maybe the Bale. I'd probably pick up all of them. I'd maybe pick them all up. And I don't know which version of Bale to pick up. Like they both look really good.
Yeah, they both do.
One thing I really like is how they have the face, both faces, one for Jimmy Smits, one for the other actor, so you can choose which one.
That is nice.
I think that was a really cool thing to add. They did not have to do that, but as soon as they saw it, I was very happy that they did that.
Yeah, that is actually a really cool thing to do. Oh, and also this one too. Wait, did he say anything else? Is that everything?
And then it was Momo. I personally don't like Classic Figs other men, so I personally did not pick up anything from it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Classic Figs. It's not my cup of tea, but
it's
I can appreciate the print of the tendrils and stuff for Shock T and Kid Fisto. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and I can't speak on their quality, but I mean, if I were to ever see a custom figure, I mean, that would be them.
Yeah. All right. I think we gotta.
We gotta end it. We gotta end it. Don't ever put me and Micah in the same room ever again.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, thank you so much, PTC, for coming on the stream for
of course.
Like
so I really
3 hours
appreciate you inviting me. So yeah, no, I was in the Detroit airport when you had said something. I was just chilling. I was watching some Peacemaker, and you had reached out.
Sorry for the lack of communication. I was so busy.
No, I've been very busy too. But no, so yeah, I mean, really appreciate
it, guys. All right, we're hard at work.
Me and Micah are literally like this right now.
All right, guys, I think it's time to end the stream. What the heck? All right.
No,
Thank you
but
so much, guys, for watching this stream. This was certainly unique and different. Yeah. I will see you guys in the next one. And remember to use code Mike and Ike on Tom the Builder's website. Buy all these minifigs. Buy all of them. Just kidding. Maybe be more responsible with your money than that. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely thought I'd inform you guys, especially with PTC's help. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay positive. Have a great day. See you next time. Goodbye.